Oh, hi, everybody. It's Brian Dunaway, and it is Friday night, and it is time for the 8-Bit Computer Club. I see some of our regulars are already here, running in. Let's see, we got TV's Travis, Monkey Bananas, Dr. Tolbert, MayorMcCheese. I thought I saw Tonda Gossa in there as well. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome in Friday Night Computer Club. 8-Bit Computer Club. Let's get this thing started. Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, there it goes. Coffee in my face. Got some coffee in my face. Right now, I'm loading up us a demo to listen to. And it sure is thinking about it a very long time, but maybe it'll do it anyway. TV's Travis says, "Woo, 8-Bit Computer Club, the 8BCC." Monkey says, "I don't want to go to bed." Don't do it then. This is stay up. Stay up with us. It's your favorite thing. It's your favorite thing. Oh, hi, Mr. Badpoor. Welcome in. It's time. We got to kick the party off. We're not listening to the lab. Let's get that straight. This is 20-year onslaught. We watched this one before. I was going back through my collection. We need to hit the Commodore Scene database and get the latest and the greatest. But this is Onslaught. Getting us hyped up and ready to go. Graph what's up? Ron is here. Hello, Kitty Pets. What's going on, fellas and ladies and people of the world? We're going to hang out for it this week. Yeah, TV's Travis. Thank God is 8-Bit Computer Club night. Digital hype. Good day. Yeah, this is banging. This one is banging. Tonight we'll be talking about the Spectrum. Or the ZX Spectrum. We're talking about 8-bit computers from the 80s in the UK. Because I want to explore. I want to know more. Always be learning. I don't have a real UK 8-bit computer, but I do have the retro games version of it. As always, don't forget we're listening to this on our Commodore 64 Ultimate. Waiting for my C64C to come around from Commodore. Recently ordered the Commodore Callback, the phone. Looking forward to getting that. I believe I'm in number 6, group 6. As it says above, warning, this is 8-Bit Computer Club. There are flashing lights. Well, if you're not sensitive to those, I find them to be quite stimulating. Also, there'll be some jump scares when I forget to adjust volumes. Welcome in. Oh, hi, I'm your host, Brian Dunaway, and it is time for some 8-Bit Computer Club. And the first thing I should have already done is made a post. I mentioned earlier, but James on X said, my first computer. Talking about the ZX rubber keys and all. Used to play Spy Hunter, Manic Miner, Chucky Egg, and Chucky Egg 2. Great times. Gonna favor that. Let's get this posted live. 8-Bit Computer Club. Now, rocking it on Friday night. Philly Conehound, what you doing? Frostbit Gnome, how is your Friday night? Or Saturday? Who knows? Maybe you're over there somewhere else. Maybe you're doing something else. I don't know. What do I even know? Let me tell you what I don't know. All the things. Retro. Got some good news from Tonda. Might be seeing each other for too much longer. I couldn't be more excited. No, you. Oh, that's the wrong one. Is that a ninja? Is that a ninja? I sure hope so. Looks like it's loading that up. Oh, it's got a little more. It's got a little more. Frostbitten Gnome can confirm it's still Friday. Nukem, what's up? Yeah, very jivey, right? Onslaught. We're going to check this one out. Get some more information here just in a second. As soon as I get all my crap together. No, you. YouTube. Oh, Brian. Can't you spell? Don't you know how to spell? The answer to that question is no, I do not. Had a great Friday today. Went over to the barbecue. We have a local festival of barbecue goodness. Got myself some barbecue. Also some lemonade. Seth from Philly says, how fun. Is that Philly Coat Hound? Yeah. Over there in the blue sky. But I was tempted to get some funnel cake. Didn't do it. Cooler heads prevailed. No funnel cake. But I did get some yummy, yummy lemonade. It was watermelon in lemonade. Watermelon infused lemonade, I think. Maybe you don't like watermelon. That's okay. It was delicious. It was delicious. What else did we get? Oh, there was, we went and got some taco butts. Taco butts. Taco pig butts. Apparently it's like some kind of, let's see, how'd they describe it? It's called Three Little Pigs was the name of what they served. And it was like fried macaroni with barbecue inside. And I did not eat any of it, but it looked delicious. It looked delicious. I got everything posted now. Got all the social medias posted. That's the developers right there. TV Strauss says I'm getting either a funnel cake or elephant ear tomorrow at the local festivals. Yeah, you got a local festival near you right now. It's a good time for festivals. It's middle of summer, right? Nothing says middle of summer in the United States like let's go out and eat some barbecue in the hot heat. Hot heat. How are my people over in the UK? How are my Europeans doing? I know it's been a little bit of a heat lately in the US as well, but Gibby's fries. All right, look. That was a fun demo. Let's get some more information about it real quick. All right, so like I said, we've been watching this on our Commodore 64 Ultimate. 20-year Onslaught was released on the 28th of December, 2015. This is a demo. Let me see. Why am I hearing myself other places? Let me turn that off. Let me see. There's that guy. I shut him up. I shut that guy up. There we go. Let's shut that guy up too. And I think that's everybody. I think I shut them all up. But anyway, what was it? Oh, it's Onslaught. Check out more of the releases at onslaught.c64.org. Now, a lot of these we've been picking up off the Commodore scene and CSDB. Is it where's it? Donkey Kong? That's not right. What is it? Is Commodore scene CSDB DK? It is DK, so it's the Donkey Kong. Yeah, so CSDB.dk. That's where we often hit to get our demos. And like I said, hello. Hope you're having a good Friday night, wherever in the world you are. It is time for some 8-Bit Computer Club because, like you, I grew up on some 8-bits, right? Did you grow up on 8 bits? Maybe you didn't. But I love 8-bit computers. And, hey, can I be vulnerable for a minute? I'm going to be vulnerable for a minute. I'm about to go on a journey. And before I go on a journey, I like to get honest with myself, right? And I was thinking, I'm going to need some help with this journey. And if I'm going to get some real help from the community, I'm going to need to be straight up and forward. It's okay. I love you too, so Mr. Batpor. Yeah. But yeah. Denmark, Denmark is the DK. That's right. Philly Code Hound. Spell checks got you right. But here's the point. Here's the point. I grew up in the United States. Oh, America. We just celebrated our 250. You've heard that? Did you guys know that? We just celebrated our 250th year. And I'll tell you, I've never really gone I've never been outside the States. But I've met a lot of international people, thanks to the internet, thanks to my journey that started with 8-bit computers and led into what would eventually become the internet as we know it. And even before the internet as we know it, the early internet, as we have often forgotten. I think my first interaction with someone outside of the country that was not just someone who had moved here, that wasn't an immigrant, that had not immigrated to the U.S.
Hello, friend.
Oh, thank you so much, Laser. What is that? Laser Sims? I like that. Laser. Oh, Laserface Ims. Laserface. MSF. I love that. All right. Did I finally get it? I think I finally got it. I think it's a follow. So continuing to be vulnerable here. I'm your typical American. I am the central character of this story. And so I never really met anyone outside of the United States that wasn't someone who was immigrating until I got on the internet. I met some people early on. I was interested in comics, and I got on some forums, early AOL forums, and I remember talking to a cartoonist in New York, and that really inspired me and got me very excited because I kind of given up on the idea of being a cartoonist. We'll talk about that some other time. But I'd also talked to a scientist who was in Russia. Now, all these people could have been fake, but this is a time early in the internet where people really weren't faking it. Right? I mean, you didn't really think about faking it. You just told people who you were. You might give them your name and your address and everything. I mean, you didn't think about being doxxed or nothing, right? So anyway, I remember talking to this guy. His English was pretty good, and thinking, wow, everything I've known about Russians up until this point was the Cold War, right? And so to talk to someone who was intellectual, you could tell they were smart when I was talking to them. I had no reason not to believe that they were who they said they were. And so it was this nice little casual conversation about the internet, nothing else. Just, oh, look at this, I'm on the internet and I'm talking in community forums, and hey, isn't this cool? And that was pretty much the all of our discussion. But it did really suddenly make my world go from, oh my God, it went from, I think I know everything from my public education, to suddenly going, oh, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Houdini 7 says, people still think I live at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. So, video game at 1980. What's up? So we're going to get back to the 8-bit computer stuff, but I just want to let you know where I'm coming from and where I'm going on this journey. And I wanted to be kind of vulnerable to the fact that I am I'm at my heart always just been a self-centered American, just like all the rest of us, because, we didn't have to look out elsewhere. And I keep going and understanding this more and more as I journey through this life. I watched a BBC documentary today that was from the late 70s. That was it was a push from the BBC, which is the if you didn't know, it's the BBC it's the UK, right? It covers the whole. BBC kind of like does or is it just one specific region? I also will admit that I don't know a lot about geography because I've never traveled to Europe, and from my very layman's understanding, when I think of the United Kingdom, I think of the English-speaking part of Europe. That's just kind of my impression. I don't know if I ever learned that from anywhere. That's just that's what I think. So feel free to correct me. All right. So Zoe confirms BBC covers all UK region. That's what I thought. And if you don't know what the BBC is, you can kind of compare it loosely to the PBS, which is in the United States. Our PBS, our public broadcasting. And one of the things that I grew up on, in addition to my regular education that I got in South Carolina schools, I also got an education from PBS, and in that way, I learned a lot about. I learned a lot about empathy, probably more than anything, from Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street, Jim Henson, these people who were, Bob Ross, watching him paint. So if you ever think, hey, Brian's kind of got like this positive, laid back, humanitarian kind of feel to him, that's kind of where I got a lot of that. All right. But I did watch some BBC. We did get some crossover from BBC stuff on PBS. That's how I got into Doctor Who, right? That's how I learned all about that. But thank you for listening to me so far. So hang with me. I'm almost done. So the vulnerability part is going to be that I don't know shit about computers from the UK during the 80s. I don't know nothing. I don't have any 8-bit computers from the UK, right? And I would love to understand what was going on over there, because once again, American centric. We saw like video game crash in '84, and I always assumed that impacted the whole world. That's the way it was, right? But that wasn't true. Japan was having a great time during that time, and the UK they had a boom with 8-bit computers that was, they had the Commodore 64 from what I understand, but they didn't have it wasn't like it was here in the US where I was at, right? So we were taking all these different trips. I didn't, as I've researched and learned more about software and the developers who made it, I'm like, wow, look at how many UK developers there are from software from that time period. Kind of find out it's because they were focusing a lot on the programming aspect of it. MayorMcCheese has learned more from PBS and Early Discovery Channel than in school. Yeah, my public education. Don't look at my public education. Okay, so I was never a good student. I was never a straight A student. I was never I was never good at the structure of the U.S. schools, because they didn't allow me to deep dive into one particular subject. It was like this scattershot of things, right? And I had very specific interest. I loved old technology even when I was in school. I would go to the library, stay in the library, because I loved microfiche and every old phono thing they had in there with audio and all that other crap. And I was the most studious student you would ever meet in your life. Lunchtime, I'm in the library. Free break, I'm in the library. I've got books. I'm digging through stuff. Regular class, I'm like, boring. So boring. I hated it. And but it was just like they would never give you a chance to enjoy any subject. It was just like details here. Just go. Just learn this new thing. Go. And it wasn't enjoyable. I wanted to sit with the information. I wanted to learn it and consume it and let it consume me. And as I've grown older, I've learned that other countries, and this, once again, just what I've learned from the internet. Internet can be full of shit. But anyway, my understanding is the Japanese are very, very good at doing that early in the education of finding, areas that kids excel at and then pushing them in that direction, right? You guys are throwing some amazing comments in the chat, by the way, and I'm going to go back and read some of these here in a second. But yeah, dude. So vulnerability. I don't know nothing about the UK. So if I say some stupid crap, correct me, right? If I don't know my geography correctly, correct me. But I'm going to take a journey on the next little bit. And it's not going to be the only journey I take, but it's going to be one of the journeys. And that's to learn as much as I can about the 8-bit computer scene in Europe or in the UK, and maybe Europe too. I would like to eventually branch out to everywhere. You know, like the French had their own computer scene, I believe. You know, the Japanese, which is not Europe, but they definitely had their own computer scene. The Russians had their own computer scene. I want to just kind of explore, go globetrotting, to find out as much as I can about 8-bit computers all over the world, not just in the US. So, all right. So there, I'm vulnerable in the fact that I don't know nothing. And you are welcome to tell me I'm an idiot, but I'm going to try to share what I learned, and I may not get it right. All right. And that's okay. You guys will help me. All right, here we go. All right, let's do it. Let's do the 8-bit computer club. Here we go. All right. Sippity. Let me make sure we don't have an ad in, because we are already at 6:53. Let's make sure that we don't have a Twitch ad coming up. During our first ad, which will be in about 8 minutes. We're going to try one of these Jarritos. I'm going to try this. We try to do things like I've been inspired by my good friend Tandagasa, who was here earlier, but I don't think I've seen him in the chat lately. But he inspires me to do things, and I know he like does little snack breaks when he does snacks. So during our ad break, if you need to go grab something to drink or some food, do it. I'm going to try this. I've never tried these Jarritos. Is that how you say it? Jarritos. So there you go. Looks tasty, Mr. Badpoor. Yes, absolutely. Have to say I bite my tongue a lot. Oh, sorry. I was interrupting a conversation between Zoe and Travis. I had gotten the pineapple. Is that a word? I had picked up the pineapple, but it looked disgusting. And I thought it might be disgusting to to drink on the internet. So I was like, you know what? I think I'll wait on that. All right. So right now we're pulled up into our usual. Oh boy, see, jump scares. I told you we're pulled up into our. Right now we're pulled up into our Commodore 64 Ultimate, but we're gonna pull up the Spectrum. Now the Spectrum is a few years old release of a love letter to the ZX Spectrum. That retro games. We've seen some of their things before. This is not like the usual stuff where we have, like, you know, FPGA, real hardware emulation, but this is I believe is kind of like a Raspberry Pi. I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but it's kind of like a Raspberry Pi running some emulation and this cool little carousel thing that allows you to play the little games that are on it. 48 games from the Specky. Which is, I believe, what most people who used it would have called it. Now, I know there was 2 different versions, which I think that's the kind of the joke about the 48 games. Like, lots of times they'll do, like, the Commodore 64 had 64 games. And I think the Spectrum has 48, because I think there's a 48K version and a 128K version, I believe. And look at this, got a Crash magazine too. So we're going to talk about that as well. And I wish I could have caught all the things you guys were saying, because you guys were saying some amazing stuff, and I could see it out of the corner of my eye in the chat about your early experiences and education. And I want to go back and read some of that stuff. But anyway, all right. So we got the Spectrum pulled up right here, and here's the screen, right? I've got the gamepad, which I picked up. This actually came from France. This is France in your pants, baby. This is a time when Amazon was still letting me cheat the system a little bit, and I could order stuff directly from different country Amazons, and they would ship me stuff. They kind of cut out that a little bit, especially once we had the tariffs and stuff go into place. But before then, yeah, I used to do that. The video games, I taste wee. All right, so when you pull this up, it usually goes into the carousel mode, but here we can go in. Wait. Let me get it. I'm a little hesitant to go into the carousel mode because I've done this before, and I don't know if they don't have the rights to all the audio stuff, but sometimes it will pull up it'll give me a copyright notice. That's not a strike or anything like that, but it'll give me a notice. Axel says, I love that the Spectrum was not that great, but the passion of the people who owned them, they swore blind that it was better than the C64, and that showed by quality and quantity of the games. And like I said earlier, I'm learning that there's a lot more software was being developed during that time. So I would say maybe the software is definitely a bonus. I think there was that BBC documentary I'll watch, and I'll link to it later. I think I put it in the 8-Bit Computer Club channel in the Discord server, but we'll talk a little more about that too. Maybe show some clips eventually. Now, Axel, you live in the UK somewhere. You don't have to give us your exact location, right? I am correct in that, right? Because I've seen you travel to different places in the UK, and so I'm assuming that. Like I said, I don't want to dox you. Don't keep it general, but just in the location. Yeah, UK based. All right. Zoe is, of course, UK based as well. All right. And so let's see. I think if I go, let me get back out here. I'm going to switch to carousel mode here real quick, and we'll hope maybe it won't give us no BS. But see, the Spectrum, it comes with a few games here, right? 48 to be exact. And we'll probably eventually take a little stab at a few of these. Maybe some of these your favorites. Manic Miner, I think, was on here, and that is a universal classic. Didn't I see Manic Miner in here? Am I crazy? There's Stompo, is that right? Stompo! Thank you so much, Tonda! We've got to give a shout out to our good friend Tonda here a little bit. Oh, The Hobbit. Ooh, we got to go back and check a look at that. All right. Don't get. Oh, there's Manic Miner. Manic Miner. Okay, everybody loves a Manic Miner, right? That's like a classic there. But yeah, let's go ahead and play Manic Miner for just a second. Let's give you what people were playing on the spec here, right? Boy, I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Axel says they say that over 24,000 software titles came out for the Spectrum. I wouldn't doubt it. Thank you, new sub. Thank you, Video Game 1980s. Thank you for the follow. And I already say thank you for Taser. I did say Taserface. Thank you so much. Taserface is a great name, by the way. Didn't we see what movie did we watch that talked about Taserface? There's a character named Taserface. What was that on? Thank you, by the way, again for that resub with your prime time to Gossip. Thank you very much. All right, Manic Miner starring Minor Willie. That doesn't sound right when you say it verbally. Phrasing, Minor Willie. All right. Warp Forge is here. Oh, hi, Warp Forge. How's it going, my friend? Hondo is here. Welcome in. All right, here we go. So let's see if I've never played Manic Miner, and it's one that people have encouraged me to play. I love the audio. Is this how it sounded? I love that it's little piano and it's like beep, beep. Stay away from that end of the keyboard. The kind of the middle of the keyboard sounds pretty sweet, but I don't know if I would head over on that one side. All right, let's press the start here. Am I playing? Okay, I am playing. All right. But these little bits and bobs, that sounds kind of familiar. Some of this sounds familiar. All right, so when I hit that, did I die? Am I dying by hitting that? It looks like a weed. Why is that weed killing me? I thought, all right. It has a speaker. All right, here's the key. We got to get the key, right? Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Getting keys, I believe. All right. Oh, wait, what'd I do? Oh no. Look at the long foot. I just got Monty Python. I bet you kids were flipping seeing that happen. Right? Zoe says, do you want help or not? No help yet. No help yet. This same rules as normal. No help yet. I will ask for it. Yes, some very Monty Python, long foot of the law. This is Mr. Badpoor. I love it. 1-bit audio. Holy crap a ton. Cute. Oh, wait, I could do some stuff here using the keyboard as well. A to G, pause. Okay, so, all right. I must be not doing something right. Wait. I thought when I clicked it on earlier, okay, what am I not doing right? Press enter to start. It kicked over to the keyboard there, maybe. Okay, all right. All right. Here we go. Let's get this started. I think we can do it. All right. So what I'm thinking is we got to collect all the keys, right? Oh, I just realized that's a dun 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 dun. I just realized that. I wonder how many. That's interesting. Yeah, you do have to be pixel perfect. It's pixel perfect jumping, and that's one thing. Oh, dang, I was thinking. I keep thinking I'm supposed to collect those for some reason. So that was one of the things that Nintendo did really well, was making it so that things weren't necessarily pixel perfect for your platforming. You know, sliding and different things that would. Oh, can I get up there? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm still rolling though. Let me. Oh no, I can't go back. I can't. Oh man. Okay. Sabotage. Love it. All right, here we go. All right, let's keep. This is murder. Murder most foul. Okay. Oh no, I darn it. Oh. Okay, I see it though. I see it. I see it. Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal of this game, right? Okay, so I don't know what the story is, but it feels like that is some type of wind-up toy, right? I don't know if he's an alien. Does he have a horn in his head? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what exactly that crazy character is. Is there a timer on this thing? I don't see a timer, but it looks like he's got it is like a duck's head on top of something. Video game says, "Hey, stay away from the weed, dude. Weed's bad." You're not wrong. Yeah, this stuff will get you. Oh my gosh, it's kind of a trumpet nose or something. That's also what I was kind of thinking here. Let's see if we can. Oh, all right, we got our stop here. All right. Oh no. Okay, so okay, so we're gonna have to get past this guy. All right, so this is kind of like our little bit of respite stop so that we can launch over this guy. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't make it. Okay, well maybe I just need to go back down. Is that the trick? Okay, so we got to. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. We got this. So we got some disappearing ground, right? Okay. All right. Now let's see how far we can jump. Let's see what our jump is. All right. So we're gonna have to like time this, I'm assuming. So he's coming back, and we need to run and jump right about now, right? All right, there we go. Oh, he's right on my butt. I can feel it. Oh, he got me. MayorMcCheese. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like Cubert sitting on the back of Pac-Man with like a wind-up toy and feet. So I think we're starting to get what we're supposed to be doing here, right? All right, but now we just got to get good, noob. What? Oh, to hit the thing above me? All right, look, we're going to revisit this very shortly. But we're going to be starting to add here in about 60 seconds. So we're going to run one more time, hopefully here. Let's try to run through it one more time. And video game says it's like Monty Python foot squish. That's what. Yeah, that's right. That's what we saw. It's like a big old foot. Very much a UK thing, right? How many Monty Python games are there? I wonder. I've never went and looked. I mean, there's a lot of adjacent stuff, right? Oh, did I make a bad choice? No, I did not. Oh, no, I did now. Oh. Sector says the music is a teeny bit painful. Yeah. 1-bit music, though. We're going to learn more about the Specky. Now, we had a version of Sinclair sent a version called the Timex Sinclair, right? All right, we're almost okay, the ad's about to start here in a few seconds for those on Twitch. I'm not sure how YouTube is handling it right now, but don't go nowhere. If the ads come up, go ahead and grab yourself something to drink. run to the restroom, but stay tuned. Don't leave. We've got more coming up very soon. And besides that, I'll be in the corner regardless. I'll be in the corner up here while you're doing that. You'll still see me above the chat if you're on Twitch watching those ads. And we're gonna open this up. Thank you, anonymous gifter, who just saved 5 people from having to watch those silly ads. Thank you, anonymous. You are the best. You're not anonymous to me. You're a real hero to me. So enjoy your ad-free viewing, Sunbun, who I saw just recently in Nerd Tackler. Gloomy marsupial. Yes. You know what I have too much of? Too many things over here. In the Twitch dashboard. Let's see. Davin 1023, video games 1980. You have to watch no ads. You did a follow and you got a sub. So look at that. And one other person, but man, if I can't, there's just no way I can get that pulled up. All right. Ad start. What? Incoming. What? Wait. Now it says the ad break hasn't started. I didn't hit snooze, but it's like it auto snoozed. All right. Well, you know what? We are in regardless. I wonder if a hype train starts. I wonder if that puts it on pause. If it does, that's great. We'll just hype train our way all the way through tonight. Yeah, Davin 1023, 4 months. Frostbitten Gnome says Monty Python's complete waste of time, and Monty Python Holy Grail came out on CD in the late 90s. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn off our little music for this a second. All right, me and Mario is looking like he's haggard. Oh, really? Maybe she said showed an ad in the upper right hand corner. Ha! Look at that. We pushed the ad. Our hype train pushed the ad out of the way. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that puppy kid trap. Hey, before the night is over, we might have to get the Flappy Hat back out. But let's try Jarritos. Am I saying that right? Jarritos. Mango. They don't sponsor me. They're gonna sponsor my thirst. For sure. You guys gonna have to remind me to get an ice bucket. Because I keep forgetting. Right, I keep forgetting to get an ice bucket. All right, but that's okay. I have a little Jarritos. Is Jarritos? That makes sense, right? Jarritos is H, so it's more. I'm not even sure what region of the world Jarritos comes from. I'm assuming like an ass out of me, right? I'm assuming that it is Spanish of some sort, right? I got a little bit of water down in there. Yeah, it's a request for my hat. You just push random buttons as puppy kitten trout. Yeah. We used to keep that all the time. We haven't done that lately, but we have the Flappy Hat again. So let's get a little ice in there. Pretty sure it's Mexican. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is as well. It was in the ethnic foods group at Publix. Ethnic food groups. That sounds for some reason that sounds terrible. All right, so I got my little deal here. The last one was a twist top, but the apparently the Mexicans, they're serious. You know what we should start doing? We should start collecting these and then sending them out with maybe some 8-bit computer stuff. I was there when Brian tried the Jarritos. What do you think? Is yummy soda? That's what I'm hearing. I'm pretty calorie conscious, but I do like to occasionally I'll save myself a few calories for the end of the day so that we can do something like this. But let's see. Ooh, let me smell what the rock is cooking. Oh, that's very so yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, this is mango. Oh, you definitely can smell the mango in that. That is quite aromatic. I like it. All right, this is non-alcoholic. Don't worry. It's not. Oh, it's got a nice bubbly fizz to it. A nice bubbly fizz. Ooh, I do like the carbonation. My belly doesn't, but I do. All right, let's take a. Oh, yeah. That's mango-y. Oh, that's good. It's crisp. You know what it tastes really good in, though? It kind of reminds me of like how crisp you ever had a peach knee high? It's kind of got that. It's a mango flavor, but it kind of leans into it's definitely very sweet, right? And it leans more towards a little more towards a peachy flavor. It's not super mango strong. It's borderline almost peachy, sweet peach flavor. And I used to have we used to get had some family friends who used to get peach knee high, and they would make churn ice cream. You guys do that in other places in the country? See, once again, I'm being vulnerable. I don't know what everybody does in the world, but in the South, we would have these ice churning ice cream machines. You would pour ice in and then rock salt on top of that to increase the cold, and it would like just like this little paddle thing inside. It would paddle around. And it would make ice cream. Right, Sunbun, what's up? Oh yes, anonymous gift. Thank you so much, Taz. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to go find something on Criterion for my movie night. Yeah, dude, I love the Criterion network. I had a Dr. Tolbert says hairy toes. Oh, Axel says you need to try Vimto. Vimto, is that how you say it? Vim2 maybe? Once again, anything you suggest here, make sure you follow it up with in the Discord server. Axel, I know me and you hang out a lot in the 8-Bit Computer Club on the Discord server. Try to remind me of that, and if you have a link to a place to get it, that's even better. Just don't mention iced tea. That concept I can't get my right. That is very much a Southern United States thing. Even more Southern United States is sweet iced tea. Iced tea is not totally unheard of in the rest of the country, but sweet iced tea, pre-sweetened iced tea is definitely something we do in the South, which we really love. Oh, and MayorMcCheese says the full ad finally started, but that's okay. We'll keep sipping on our soda. And like I said, this is if you want to try this, I picked this one up at Publix. It's Jarritos. We believe we're going to say that this is probably Mexican Spanish, and so it's going to be that J is going to be an H sounding, right? That's kind of how it works, right? Zoe says my friend in Minnesota likes tea taken the British way, hot and with milk. I like mine hot, but I drink it straight. Sweet tea is sugar with a little tea in it, says TV Travis. Oh my gosh, that is a fact. That is a fact. I think they do that, and they really take advantage of that, like at like local restaurants, especially buffets, in where I live at. If you give people the sweetest sweet tea, first of all, they go, "Oh, this is so good. It's so hot outside," and you give me some really cold tea, and I'm hungry already, and you bring it to the table, and I'm drinking it down. I'm just guzzling down, like cups of sugar. Then they're not as hungry. Video game says I'm going to call you VG1980. VG80 says always get that drink when I go to a burrito place. I drink that and get a California burrito. Such a good time. Oh, I didn't know. I'll have to try that. I'd love me a burrito though. Oh, I love street tacos. Like it varies where you're at. A street taco may be a real street taco, or it may be just something that your local Mexican restaurant has made up. But anyway, every street taco I've ever had has always been pretty good. Usually very fresh tasting. Sunbun, for a lot of reasons, I switched to unsweetened tea, but occasionally I get it with peach juice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, peaches are definitely a Southern thing, right? Zoe says in restaurants, she has to explain she wants hot tea with milk, and she'll get a glass of milk along with the tea. I know. Back in 2001, I made my way across the country to, in a very slow manner. I was moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and we were taking a very slow path to there, and we were encountering restaurants that were definitely not used to. We had to eat out like every meal, right? And so we would stop. We were in no hurry. We had like a week to get there, or something, a week and a half. And so it was this tour in the country where I was at it, hitting places, and I remember, we really had not went far outside, especially from the East Coast. I'd only been up to, Maine and Boston up until that point, and just up and down the East Coast, Florida, Maine, Boston, those kind of areas, Washington, D.C. But then we started going across the middle parts of the country. It was like, yeah, we want grits. And it's like, what? And then we just ask stuff like, "Oh, we got some bread. We guys have any honey butter? You want some honey and butter?" We want sweet tea, or we want tea. We get all kinds of it. It varied every time. Every place we stopped was different with tea. Talbert says, according to their website, Jarritos started in Mexico City in 1950. Well, it's very good. It's very crisp, flavorful, and I like it. I love it. It really helps when you got in a glass, like glass bottle. My grandpa on my mom's side, he worked at a bottling plant. And that used to be a real big thing about where we live, because the bottling plant was right there in town. And so it seemed like all of our drinks were in glass bottles. Always. He was supporting his business. Supporting that job. Oh no, Frostbitten Gnome said I got ahead, but I missed that. If I missed you, Frostbitten Gnome, hope you have a good... I gotta head out. Have a good... Thank you so much, Frostbitten Gnome, as always. Absolutely, from a great time zone. That's right. Tonda says, honey butter, them, what did you just call me? Hey, honey butter. But Hondo says, Boston 617 is heaven. Yeah. Someone says my favorite Jarritos nowadays is... Oh, I seen that. I don't know how to say it, though. Is it Minor Agua? How do you say it? Like I said, I'm being very vulnerable to mispronouncing things. Mandarina, orange. Okay, yeah, I've seen a couple of them. And the reason why I went with the mango is because it was the most appealing looking. Let me tell you something about the Jarritos. If you're gonna have a glass bottle and you can see through it, try to pick some tasty looking colors and watercolors, because whew, boy, they did not look. Those were not some tasty looking colors. VG1980 says, you mean the bees make the butter with the honey? Richard so Gare, what's that? Sagare, am I even close? You're welcome. Welcome in everybody who wants to have their name butchered. You're welcome. All right, so we're playing on. We're taking a journey. We started our journey tonight. It's been going on a little while, but officially we've started our journey to learn more about the UK 8-bit computer scene that I was never a part of. I'm complete outsider, but I've been learning as much as I can. The only access that I really have to 8-bit UK type computers would be this reproduction from Retro Games from a couple years ago called the Spectrum, which is the ZX Spectrum. It does both the 48 and the 128 emulation. It's not hardware emulation like we usually do. I do have a Mr. FPGA with the ZX Speccy and the 128 emulation, and we'll probably take a look at that very shortly as well. But this is out of box solution, $100 I think. Something like that, somewhere around there. And then we also have the Amstrad CPC, which what kind of kicked this all off was earlier in the week we were playing Jaws for the Play Retro show. It's a retro video game podcast I do, and we played the NES version. I found out there was a Speccy version and an Amstrad version. And so I checked it out, and I was like, oh, I can actually run the Amstrad stuff. And I was like, well, Axel said, I'm assuming you're talking about the membrane rubber keys. We called them dead flesh keyboards. Yes, Sunbun. There's some weird colors in if you're getting the Jarritos things, man. It is wild. Mr. Bapor says, I only played the NES. The very different games. The NES version, I think, though, is more arcadified, and it is a lot of fun. Very short, a little more arcadified, but definitely was designed to for the summer rentals, right? Look at me, I'm getting better. We said good noob, and guess what I did? Oh, this is gonna be tricky though. Oh wow, look at these. Oh my gosh. Oh, the skill level has went to 1 million. Holy smokes, what am I supposed to do here? And I gotta get back down there to the thing too? Holy crap on a cracker. Oh, will I make it over? Oh my gosh, this game is hard. This is Nintendo hard. I thought, holy smokes. Hot take says Sunbun. I'm glad the music got better than this in this video game. Absolutely. So yeah, it is a little bit repetitive, right? It's a little bit much. But the one good thing is they knew, as most of us did, when we were getting into our 8-bit computers, right? When we were doing that. Oh, it's a little keyboard. I need to go there. Advanced options. Select. We all were trying to learn as well. What Richard says, the Spectrum 48 did not have a sound chip. Oh really? Was added? Oh, so yeah, they did. I didn't know. So that I guess that was it's 1 bit. So was it like a computer speaker or something? Axel says one of the first platform games and muscle memory games. Yeah, no doubt, Axel. Jeez, yeah. We're definitely gonna cover Manic Miner on the show, on the Play Retro show. Dr. Tober says, but I also like in the Hall of the Mountain King, so it's not horrible. Oh, I missed part of that. Does it have Attic Attack? I didn't see Attic Attack. I am familiar with that one. Let's go back and let's double check though. Let's go back and switch to classic mode. No, I was want to show you guys this. So you can switch to classic mode, right? You can switch over here. And then you can tic-tac on the tic-tac board, right? Little tic-tacs. Now, the tricks is that these keyboards are very tricksy, all right? As you can tell, the keyboard's a little smaller, right? And yeah, there. See the little red. See, there's like green on prints on there. There's green printed text above the keys. There's words on the keys. Oh my gosh, it's just so much stuff. So I started trying to figure out how to do this. Mega Jet, what's up? I started trying to figure out how to do this at one point in time, and it is very, very tricky because, I just wanted to instantly start typing in, like if I wanted some software, I might type in load, or I might, if I wanted to type print, if I wanted to print something, it gets tricky for someone who has never used such a thing because there's all these shortcuts. Dang it, Sinclair, what were you thinking? Axel says programming them was something else. It was short key programming, right? So you wouldn't just like necessarily. So the idea is these little you can't, I don't know if you can really tell, but these are rubbery keys. You've probably played with something. I'm trying to think what you might have this technology wise, like with some of the calculators you probably mess with. This kind of like those rubbery, spongy kind of keys. That's what these are. These aren't like tic tac. You can't type on them really. So you can type on them, but I think to kind of help with that computer typing fatigue that would happen with these types of keys, you would have all these shortcuts. So you would, instead of typing in load, let's see, let's get back to the default here. I think you hit, let's see, where's that load, which is J, right? So that's that little shortcut key. I think from this screen where I'm at now, this is like this is like the intro key, right? So we're not actually in programming mode or anything like that. Now, I believe we could hit enter and it would take us to there, and it's flashing this K, which means we're in keyboard mode, I think. And so, the first thing I type, okay, so let's try to get back there again. I think it's like keyboard. So the first letter I type is the function that's on the key, maybe. So I think if I was wanting to load, I would hit that, and then I could start typing in other things. Like if I had a program, I suppose, on tape, and I hit the J key as the initial key to put me into the mode of that, then I could type in, I guess, hello or something like that. I don't quite understand it yet. And I'm pretty sure you're probably going nuts trying to watch me do this. Richard says, use tokens. Basic commands weren't entered letter by key, by letter. Each key had 2 or 3 basic statements, so basic of the programming language. And once you learned them, you could get really fast. That's what I was going to say. That was my I wouldn't say observation, but that was my speculation. My spectrumlation was that once you memorize this could be really fast. It would probably be faster than, regular, because I wouldn't have to type in go to, right? I could just go blip, blip, blip. And it seems like once you got good, noob, you could do pretty good. Zoe says, I learned basic on this machine. Nice. I am interested in learning some basic. If you guys want to talk me through it, I mean, like, let's just do a simple print hello world. How do I clear where I'm at here? Okay, so you specky folks out there, I want you to help me out for a second. What am I supposed to do here? All right, so I've made a mess. Now, if I hit enter, that may get me. Oh no, that just oh, how very not what I expected. Let's see, break space maybe. Okay, so that break. Oh, and then it prompts me for a question mark of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what that means. All right.
Hello, friend.
Dino Ducks, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, this is we don't usually do backseating, but on this part, backseat me, because I don't have anything in front of me. I don't have the spectrum here from retro games. Does it come with like, oh, here's a manual? It's got like a really little short thing, right? So they didn't really focus on that part, right? When is Sinclair gonna get picked up by wait a minute, wait, actually I think Amstrad purchase Sinclair at some point, or vice versa? I like saying vice versa, by the way. I think they did. Yeah. I'm not sure, but I'm learning. So anybody got tips? Yes, they bought them out. All right. So where do I go from here? Like, I've made a mess on the screen, right? I've made a huge mess. Do you guys have a muscle memory where you could guide me into a couple of steps here? How do I clear the screen? I see delete up here on the right hand side, which is where you would expect it to be, right? But when I do that, it just types in zeros. Maybe a caps lock. Okay, so there we go. So our caps lock does let me. So I got to hold down the shift button. Have you pressed enter? Okay, so I'm at the K prompt. I assume that means keyboard. What does it mean? What's the K mean? Does it mean keyboard? What does the K stand for? Does it mean like I'm ready? Does anybody know? Come on. Don't make me break out a book. No idea. What does it mean to you? Like when you would do it, Zoe? It's like, what mnemonic? What did you put in your head? Oh, okay. So try 10 print. All right. Oh my God. What is all of that? All right. Couldn't just do a try print hello. Richard said to load a game, you would type load. And that's one of the things we would do too. So would you just empty space it there? So let's try what Axel says. So I'm at a K, right? And if I type in 10, all right, we did that. And then do a space, right? We got that. I don't know if space is necessary. It wasn't always necessary in other things. Oh, I hit the P and it automatically knew to fill in the whole word print. I'm in L mode, it looks like. Well, you see the flashing cursor. The cursor didn't just flash. It also told you what mode it was in, apparently. So, yeah. Hey, we're learning. All right. And so now we got to put... now, I usually hit a shift 2 on most computers to get my quote up here. Is that a quote? I don't know. I'm looking. Let's see. I'm just gonna try a shift 2 with that. Let's see, it needs to be red. All right, so we've got what mode am I in? Caps lock, red. Quotes are harder. All right, so how do I do some quotes here? Oh, I see. Is it over here by the L? Is that what it's so hard to, so small. This is for young people. There, let me get my head in here. I gotta really get close into this thing. Oh, that's the equal sign. All right. Where the crap? Oh, I see it. Is that number 7? Is that what that is? I think it's a 7. I think it's a 7. Caps shift P. Okay, there we go. Richard says 10 print. Oh, we're going to try Hello World first, and then we'll go back and do what Axel said. Holy smokes, what you said, Axel. Is it the print? Oh, that's smart. So caps. Okay, so that is actually smart. And then print. Oh, nope. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Oh, nope. Am I not doing it right? Is it caps lock? Oh, wait. Do I have to? Where's the caps lock at? I see caps lock up here. It says words up here. It's like blue, red. So I have to like hit a shift 2. Then it's in caps lock. And then I can do that? No. Wait. All right, so if I hit shift 2, caps lock, lowercase. Okay, so that must be lowercase and that's uppercase, right? I still don't know how to do quotes. Are you kidding me? Come on, give it to me. Tell me what I got to do here. Caps lock. Oh, wait. What is this? This is a red thing. What's this red thing over here? What is this? It says symbol shift. Oh, you got a symbol shift over here. Okay, look. There's the regular shift, caps and shift, and then there's a symbol shift. Okay, so I probably got to press that. Oh, I probably got to press that. That's what you do. So it's just... So yeah, there you go. Look at that. So let's get a closer look at that. So yeah, so over here is what you would consider your normal shifts, right? Your normal shift right over here, like a normal would be. And then this red print on here. Wow, what happens if you're colorblind? Can colorblind people see red on gray like that? Axel says, it is so fun to watch you do this, Brian. You're an idiot. No, I was kidding. I had the last part. I did. It's a symbol shift. It's a symbol shift. When it's a P and it's on print, that makes sense. That's actually really smart because you're probably a lot of your program. One of the earlier programming things you're going to do is probably with a print and a quote. So that's pretty smart, actually. Good on you. That's actually pretty smart. And like I said, you got your symbol shifts. So it's just a separate key. So it's like a right shift almost or something. So that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, so let's. I'm sparking some trauma for some people. I can just feel it. Let's take it back down to. Let's see. Oh wait, am I still in like a symbol shift mode or something? All right. So do I have to get out of that? It's still flashing C. Oh, I know why, because I had the caps lock thing, and that's fine. I'm back to lowercase now. And now I can do upper and lowercase, which is actually pretty interesting because in the Commodore 64, you couldn't really do that. You were all uppercase or all lowercase unless you did some tricks. This one's actually giving you that right away. Oh, before take girl, what is up? Welcome in. All right, so we're going to end this quote by doing our symbol shift again, right? We're going to do a little symbol shift over here, and we're going to do that. We're going to end our line there. Okay, so now we've got that. So do we have to end this in any way, or is it just an enter? I think it's just an enter. All right, so that went to the top part. So I do like I've seen other things like I believe the Atari. There's different 8-bit computers did do this. Instead of having the full screen edit, you would have maybe it was the Apple I'm thinking of. I think the Apple did this. The Apple did this is what I'm thinking of. You got your text entry part down there, and then you got your screen above. So there you go. Look at that. So, and now we just know what it is. We've got to go. We go to 20. This is basic, right? And we're going to want to go to 10, and that should. Oh, look, and I hit the G. And automatically it went to the go to, right? And then we just type in 10 here and we hit enter, and now we have our program. So what happens if we type? Okay, so I was going to type in list. I got to get used to that idea. So if I type in, so we're in K mode. If I hit the shift, that doesn't do anything. How do I get back into typing mode again? Do I hit enter? No. Do I hit no? how do I get back into this regular type? Follow the list. I guess just look up list. It's K. It's just hit K. All right, let me back up. Just hit K. There we go. We just listed. There we go. Instead of trying to type it in, and then R to run. Okay, well let's see what the list does. This brings it back up. Tells us 0. Okay, 0. Okay, and hit enter. So now we just hit the R for run. It types that out, right? And then we hit enter. And look, we've got hello. I didn't type in hello world though. I just typed in. That's interesting. Also, instead of using all the resources, it looks like once it filled the screen. So how do we edit? Can we? So we need to bring. Do we just have to retype in 10? So like, do I just go here and retype in 10 and then just go our print again, and our shift, and we need to type in full hello world this time instead of just hello, because that's what you do. I keep wanting to hit the space in the middle. Oh, Brian, you don't have any memory. You don't have any muscle memory on this. All right, and then we end that. There we go. And then we just we hit R again and we hit enter. All right, and it says scroll. All right, there we go. Axel says, "Oh, you want to edit? Oh no, oh no, that's not how that works at all. You don't. There's no edit. You retype in the line, Brian. That is your edit." Who did he 7 says, just plug in the card reader already, would you? Zoe says you should be able to get different colored text and effects such as scrolling text across the screen. There is an edit key. Okay. Right? Imagine editing. I don't know if oh wait, look. Oh, hey everybody. Let's give a little love for a minute here. Let me give a little love out real quick. First of all, thank you to my UK friends who are patiently walking me through this, and other parts of the world that are watching and laughing their asses off. First, I appreciate that. Secondarily, I want to mention my good friend Tandagasa, who hopefully I'll get to see in upcoming, maybe the end of the month, maybe I think is when it was. We were talking. And so hopefully we'll get a chance to hang out again. And if you're not following my friend Tandagasa, you really should. Great retro streamer. Really got me into the FPGA scene. We had some community members who, I'd seen Tanda doing some stuff and I was interested in it, but then somebody from the community actually gifted me a Mr. FPGA. At the time, they were kind of hard to get, and I really appreciate it. It really changed my world completely and how I thought about things. And so thank you so much for that. If you're not following Tandagasa, please do give my good friend Tandagasa a follow over on Twitch. Let me see here. I gotta do a little shout out here, and then we'll just do a Tandagasa right there. So give Tanda a follow, because he'll be streaming tomorrow, doing some I think are you taking requests tomorrow? You've been playing Gothic, which I've been wanting to play. That's a great older game that I'm interested in playing. So yeah, Tanda's one of the nicest, most wholesome, Bob Ross looking when he was young fella you'll ever meet. I'll have to share that picture again. Request tomorrow, says Tanda. Been loving Gothic on the weeknights. So good. So terribly good. I'll tell you what else is good. This is pretty. This Doritos is pretty darn good. I am a mango fan, but I'm gonna need some. All right, so I was looking. I think I'm gonna need me some of those no melt cubes. Or I don't know exactly what they call them, but it's like they're not real ice cubes, but they don't melt into your drink because it's kind of getting watered down. That's right. Zoe, Tanda is the most wholesome person on the internet. Absolutely. And you'll find out because you can just type in exclamation mark wholesome in his chat, and it will give you all the deets. Give you all the deets about how wholesome you are. All right, let's get back to it. So this thing is asking me scroll question mark. Oh, okay. So it's going to just fill the screen. This is a really interesting way to handle this. The Commodore 64 would just like let you abuse it. It'd be like, hey, yeah, do it, bruh. Just, you said go to 10, I'm going to 10. I don't care if I do. I don't care. I'll just keep running, go to 10 until it stops, until the end of time. I'll just, it'll be all timey-wimey. The doctor will have to show up and turn it off at the party at the end of the world or the universe, or reality as we know it. But the Specky here seems to whatever version of Basic is. I'm not sure if this is the first Basic or which one it was. Tin Lobster says, somebody say Tin Lobster, what's up? Boom. Ooh, oh. High five for our good friend Tin Lobster. Welcome in, Tin Lobster. How's your Friday Saturday going, my friend? We're just learning a little bit about some 8-bit computers in the UK. And oh yeah, by the way, look how cute is this guy? How cute is this guy? How freaking adorable! How freaking adorable is this guy? Is he not the best? What is this? They don't call them. What kind of cows are these? The fun fuzzy ones. This is the knitted thing too. Look at this. All of that 3D printed knitting stuff. It's my new favorite thing to do. That, and Audra did this one. She did so good. She put it together. She printed it, and he's so cute. Highland Coo. That's right. It's a Highland. That's right. It's a Highland. There only can be one though. We tried to print 2, and they got in a fight, and now there's only one. So digital. What's up? Yeah, that's right, Specky. So is it Specky? Is that how you do it? So digital. I've been spelling it Specky with SPECCY. Is it an IE? I don't want to look stupid on the internet. Too late. Shay says that is so adorable. Love it. Before Tank Girl, we're gonna explore some before Tank Girl stuff here in just a little bit before we wrap everything up tonight. I didn't mean to get so involved with the 8-bit UK scene. We've already been it's taken up a good portion of our club meetup this week, but you know what, it's worth every bit of it. Zoe says I was boring and always called it the Spectrum. Oh really? Shady Shadow said I got some photos of Highland Coos when I was there. They are adorable. Oh, very nice. So all right. So I think we got our first. Okay. So on the Commodore, you would break out, right? D break continue repeats 10-1. I don't know what all that means, but you did say there was an edit button. Axel said there's an edit button, and I'm looking across now onto the board here. I mean, I'm looking for edit. I'm looking for edit here. I see. Let's see. Let's start from here. Plot and draw, rim run, rand, return. Oh, a return, enter. Oh, it's enter, not return. Okay. If, input, poke. Print, new, save, dimension, multi-dimensional arrays, dim 4, dim 4, dim go to, go subroutine, load, list, let, copy, clear, continue, clear screen, border. Ooh, can I change the border? Poke, right digital, poke, peek and poke. Next, pause, and some other stuff. I don't see anything like, let's see. Ooh, border, and what do I do? Like just go border and then just hit a color? Is that where? Oh, look at that! I did magic. Oh, look at this. Watch. Wait, one second. You don't want to see my stupid face. Let me show you. I gotta program it so that it will do this. Yeah, I go down here. That's fun. That's much easier than what I did on my Commodore 64. I go down here and I go into the border mode, right? I hit the B button for border from the K mode. And then I choose, I guess, how many colors you get? Is that 8? Yep, 8, because nope, that's just 7. Well, wait, what? That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and black. Black's over here. Okay, so there are 8, but it's over there on the 0, which makes sense. It actually starts, oh, that's kind of smart. I mean, because programmatically, 0 is where it would start. But when you're typing on a keyboard, you expect the 0 to be over here, right? So that makes sense. All right. Ink does the text color. Oh, okay. So we can do the text color too. But all right. So and then we hit just the border color, and it's prompting me for a border color, and we can go blue, right? I hit or type in 1, and then I got to hit enter. Whoop, and it turns blue. Look at that. Yabble dabble. Oh, Tim Loftus says, is this device that devs would use to build apps or games? Yes and no. Yes and no, Tim Lobster. At its basic, we were talking about this earlier. What sparked my most... I was looking for a topic tonight for the 8-Bit Computer Club. And we give a lot of love to the Commodore and the things that I'm used to, right? Because that's my wheelhouse. It's easy. It's easy. So I was like, I want to stretch a little bit. And I watched a documentary, a BBC documentary, that kind of was fascinating. I'm trying to remember what was it called again. Let me see. I'm going to give you the name here. I'm going to give you the name. I shared it in our 8-Bit Computer Club on Discord, the channel on our Discord, the 8-Bit Computer, because I watched it earlier today, and it was called The Chips Are Down. So the BBC had this long-running BBC Horizon, like the kind of looking what was good, what was going to happen. They were like, they had a documentary, and I think part of that was also getting experts in the fields to kind of discuss the documentary after they watched it. And so this whole presentation of BBC investigates, where are we headed, where things are going. And it's called Now the Chips Are Down. And it was kind of a call to, from what I can tell, a call to people in the UK to be less resistant to the technologies that were coming along. Because, Japan and America were really, kicking it pretty hard. And so they wanted to motivate their people because they were thinking about the next generation of workers. And they're like, well, you don't do something, next generation of workers not going to have any jobs because, this is where it's all going, right? And so one of the sectors they realized they could get into and were already having some success was in the programming. So a lot of the places were, manufacturing, setting up the infrastructure. That's where a lot of money is, right? That's where people get rich, is on infrastructure. If you didn't know this is how Nintendo got rich. This is how Amazon got rich. If you want to get rich, build the infrastructure and charge for it. Distribution. And but anyway, there was like, well, there's other ways too. There's ways to get in there. So let's make programs, and we'll get the service industry. We'll be able to employ our people and bring wealth and prosperity to our country. And there was a point I was going to for that. I can't remember what it was now, Tin Lobster, but I was watching that and I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, so would these kids receive the benefit of a country's focus on getting technology into young workers' hands? So yes, would it be something you might develop on? Absolutely. Probably from your bedroom, you would develop something maybe in BASIC, maybe learn some assembly. I think the Specky does a little bit of, kind of a hybrid thing in some parts, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know that for a fact. And so, yeah, you could prove your mettle and then maybe get jobs later on. So would you develop a game completely? I think you'd probably get a certain point, but then you probably want to start working in a little bigger circles, right? So Digital is dropping some stuff in here, or maybe 30. Oh yeah. And then Richard's also got some stuff in there as well. Seeing some programming flying through, people unearthing their decades old basic memories and sharing them in the chat. That is awesome. I love seeing that stuff. It's a little different, but it's familiar. So Digital says Margaret Thatcher presented a Sinclair ZX Spectrum to the Japanese Prime Minister. Oh, nice. Also, something else I'm working on. I'm working on how to pronounce Japanese names. And Dr. Tolbert wasn't going to share with me that you break them down at 2 letters at a time. But I'm still practicing it, but I'm trying to get better. During 1983, that's fascinating. That's fascinating. Axel says it's the reason I work in IT. The funny thing is, we, the kids, knew more than the teachers, but it was really fun to be around at that time. Right. Tim says, okay, makes sense. Now, sorry to oh, no, you actually was spot on. That was, Tim Lops, you never derail. You add to the, if I didn't want to talk about it, I just like, yeah, whatever, Tim Lops says some stuff. I wasn't familiar with the device. Figure it was a dev box or something. Yeah, Tim Lops, that's why that's one of the things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to explore and learn a little more outside my own field of and love for 8-bit computers. Dr. Tolbert says, here now, I heard you. Dr. Tolbert's going to teach me how to say all the Japanese names so that I can give the respect these Japanese developers deserve by at least pronouncing the name correctly. I've said in the past, I've talked to Scott and I've talked to other people in the past. Scott Johnson, a friend of mine, does podcasts, and I do podcasts with him for decades now. He's often given me grief because I'm like, he'll be like, why don't you know about this region or that region? I want you to know this, that. I'm like, dude, I've spent decades trying to learn things that I know, right? I told him, I said, when and if I ever get to a point where I am interacting with people from different regions, if and when I do that, then I will make the effort to learn more about the geography, the culture, and everything else. I said, because I know that people criticize Americans a lot of the time, so someone's been asked sometimes, for not having a broader understanding of the greater world. But if you're an American, you experience the experience of being an American is you don't have to depend on anybody else as far as you're concerned in your head. You're like, I don't have to depend on anybody. I don't have to talk to those people. I don't have to talk to anybody in the world. We don't have to do none of that stuff. And it's because it's true. You don't really think about it most times because you're not interacting with people in other parts of the world as much as other parts of the world do. You can live your entire life in the United States and never have to talk to anybody outside, a couple of miles of you. You can live your entire life never having to communicate with anybody outside. I'm sure it's true in other countries too, but it's a very common experience for us. Right? Kirsten says, at least learn the continents. Look at the big picture. And we usually do learn the continents. Most of us do learn the continents. All right. I mean, we've all seen the jokey jokes about, talking to the people on the street, and you will run into people who have no clue at all. And that's fine. You'll see that anywhere in the world. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But it is kind of like a running joke. Right? So digital blows my mind that just Texas is bigger than South Africa. Right. And so we have such sprawl and just huge swaths of play. You don't have to learn anything. But like I said, I've always told people this, that it's like, okay, won't you learn more about it? I'm like, well, I don't need, I'm putting all of my energy into the things that I'm doing currently. And it would be foolish for me to go, I need to go learn, every capital in the world, or I need to go learn everybody's culture in every part of the world. It's like, I won't even be talking to those people. Those are people I'm not even going to talk to. Why would I want to learn that information? If you're into that, if that's your thing, sure. But until I'm at a point where I'm like communicating with somebody, once I start communicating with somebody, I'm like, I want to give you respect. I want to give you respect and go, hey, we're in a relationship right now, and communicating, and our lives are touching each other's lives, and I need to know about you so that I can show you the respect that you deserve, and hopefully you can also show me the respect that I deserve, and so that we can have a good relationship. And that's just how things work. So military service is a really big thing for introducing a lot of Americans to other cultures, and it's really a two-edged sword for people who are all like, we need defense, we want more money for defense and stronger military. And then it's like, but we also want to be isolated. We don't want anybody else's culture touching our culture. And it's like, but then you send your military people have to be in all these other countries, and they learn all these things, and they come back and they give it to us. You're like, hey. But yeah, so anyway, that was where I was going with all of that. Video game says, I'm still trying to learn work each state. Yeah, right. Where each state is. I know, right? It's because you may not even, the United States is so big. I mean, I don't have to leave South Carolina to do most of what I want to do. I choose to, but I don't have to. So there you go. That's kind of, so you've met me at a time in my life where I'm branching out, and it's oddly enough about the 8-bit computers, right? And so it's giving me this opportunity to explore all these cultures, like the retro game stuff that I'm doing too. I never really needed to know all that stuff. And now I'm learning it. I love it. Talbert, we need to see the Russian 8-bit computers. I mean, as much as we disagree with Russia's leadership, right? As much as America disagrees with Russia's leadership, primarily on the principle of competition, right? Same with just about everywhere else. China, I mean, there's a lot of things that we push to extremes because we're in competition. You do all that stuff, but the Russian people, the people themselves, they live also in a very sprawling area, right? And they also have cultures that have things that have popped up in their culture that is very similar to the people in the U.S. And so when I've talked to other people who are in other countries of similar, geographical size, it creates a experience of a certain type of conservatism that may not exist when you live in a more cities type of places where you have to be a little more tolerant of other people's beliefs. In lots of ways, we're very similar. This is a fucking war, not all Russians, as far as I'm concerned. But we were taught growing up, I was taught, you gotta hate the Russians. What they should have said is you gotta hate the communism, right? You gotta hate the political, you gotta hate the ideology of communism because you're a capitalist. Deal with it. Axel says, I love the Russians had a computer which was called the Pentagon, and it was a Spectrum clone. I love that. I'm also going to get into eventually getting into the Acorn computer. Didn't Acorn, are they the ones who, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Acorn developed the BBC Micro yes, that BBC. If you're hearing about an 8-bit computer called the BBC Micro, yes, that BBC. And it was I guess contracted out. Acorn won the contract, and they created that. And this is before Acorn went on to do other things like developing, going more RISC processor and giving us the ARM processors and that kind of stuff. Mizula says Acorns were a bit squirrely for me. Ax says BBC Micro for schools, then went on to develop the ARM processor. That's right. Yeah. Once again, like I said, I've got a good bit of knowledge about this stuff, but I don't know. I definitely have not connected all the dots, right? So yeah. So, but I want to talk about the BBC Micro as we go forward a little bit, and I want to talk about, like I said, I want to just kind of mix in UK 8-bit computer stuff because I really feel like for the US, it was just kind of like Commodore. I mean, and then Apple, just as Atari kind of got left behind, and then just kind of the IBM stuff it just all went in different directions. And I felt like the 8-bit computer scene seemed a little more coherent in the UK. And man, I'll find out. It's this journey. There was this language logo that the BBC also made some shows on. Yeah, I didn't know that. So digital, interesting. Axel says the Raspberry Pi was to get the feel of the BBC Micro back to the masses. Oh, very Commodore of you. For the masses. So just says my Commodore was my favorite. Mine too. That's what I grew up on. That's what I had access to, right? That's what you could go down to the Kmart. You could run down to the Kmart and pick up. We had Radio Shack. You could run down there and grab a Tandy. But that was kind of the thing. It's like, do you want to run to Kmart? For me, anyway, in my region, get a Commodore, or do you want to, Did they sell the Atari? I'm not sure. I think trying to remember now. Oh, really? MayorMcCheese, I learned some logo on a TRS-80. Very interesting. The turtle. So digital. Kirsten says, Kirsty says, coherently chaotic in the bewildering amount of 8-bit micros there were. Yeah. Graph Truck says, we were a Tandy Radio Shack house. So I have access to a lot of 8-bit computers in the U.S. market. I have a Coco. I have a Tandy TRS-80. Is that right? I haven't messed with it much. I have Apple II is the E, I think. I got an Apple IIe. I got to get a power supply fixed on it. And I have the Atari 800. Fastidious, right? I think that's who gave me that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Always correct me if I'm wrong. But I have no UK computers, and that's one of the things I want to correct. I might have to go with like a Timex Sinclair first, because I probably have access to more of those in the US, like on eBay or someplace, and kind of compare and maybe kind of walk down that path. Because the Timex Sinclair, that's just essentially a variation of the Speccy. Is that right? That's what I've heard anyway. When will you need to move to a bigger house to have space for your rig? Now, 6 months ago, like 2 years ago. Do I have a ZX81? I do not. So digital, I do not. So it was the same as the Spectrum Axle. That's what I've heard, but I wasn't sure how close it was. Yeah, I should have moved a long time ago. We've been working on a 2-door garage, but we can't seem to get the flooding under control, so I'm not putting anything out there. Richards says, so many brands arrived here in Uruguay. Oh, I didn't know that. So Uruguay, very good. And many Coleco Atoms were even sold. Coleco Atom, I need to get one of those as well. That is on my list. Yeah, I'm going to have to make some room, because unfortunately, I picked up about like four PS2s, 3 fats, 1 slim, and an Atari 2600 what's the one that was it Sears that had the, not television, telesystem, telestar, what the crap was it, version of it. Pagan Gent says, is someone born just after the 8-bit era, 1988? Every time you guys mention a computer, I go Google it. There's a lot in there. There's a lot. Sinclair struggled to release their computers in the U.S. due to the FCC's draconian RF shielding rules. That was a big thing. Lots of the rest of the world didn't have to worry about that. If you have to work on an 8-bit computer, you'll encounter RF shielding that very often is soldered down. You have to. That's some of the toughest solder to get off to. It's like usually really thick and mean. But yeah, we definitely had I think we've discovered that we were over regulating. So that's a fair statement, I think. So digital, that we were over regulating maybe the RF shielding. Telegames, MayorMcCheese, that's it. I got a Telegames Atari 2600, the first one I've had of the Telegames version. Government solder. So digital. That's some of that government solder right there. You can't get through it, man. You can't do it. Mr. Badpoor, thank you so much. Death Metal and Dishes. Good night, all. Thank you so much, Mr. Badpoor. Richard says, last month an event was held to commemorate the Coleco Atom. Several machines were in operation there. Oh, that would be awesome. There's so much, there's so much. I would love to. I wanted to at least play around with all those things. I'm a collector, only in the sense that I want to collect, repair, and experience and share said experience with others. I rarely think about the value of it being collectible beyond the point of how much it costs me to acquire. That's the only time I'm like, that's expensive. So Digital says, I have an Apple IIe that is currently non-functional, power supply, and I have a REFA kit for capacitors to replace. and I'm hoping I can do that before too much longer. All right, so what we need to do next is we've already went much further into the UK 8-bit computer club, which or the UK, not computer club, the 8-bit computers discussion. There we go. The Gazette. Let's talk a little bit about the Gazette. So, Compute's Gazette this past year. Let's switch over to the Commodore Ultimate real quick, and we're gonna do. I don't know how large each it will be going forward doing the UK segments, but it's going to be a part of what we do going forward on the 8-bit computer club as it fits. Hope the ones in the floppies work. Right, exactly. So the new rebooted Compute's Gazette, which was the magazine that I did all my type-ins from. If you don't know what a type-in is, it's how we used to get software into our computers. In the early days, we would get magazines and they would have programs in them, usually games or applications, and we would type those into the computer. And if we were fortunate, we would have we have some kind of storage media, whether it be a hard drive, which is very rare, or a more common cassette drive, which is just an audio cassette typically, that you could record digital information on an analog medium. Yes, type-ins very zen, says So Digital, very zen. But anyway, the Compute's Gazette was the one that I would use for type-in. So you get Compute's Gazette, get all the latest information about, the Gazette was specific to the Commodore series computers. VIC-20, I think had PET stuff in there sometimes, but mostly the Commodore 64, 128 a little later on. And then I think they might have even covered some Amiga stuff before they finally shuttered the doors at some point. They were originally headquartered in Greensboro, North Carolina, not too far where my dad lived, and now they have been they went defunct at some point, I think during the early 90s, and then this past year they were relaunched, and they've just released their 1 year anniversary has been finished, and it has been sent out to the individuals who subscribe. I subscribe both digitally and in the paper, which looks like some of these here. Let me get a couple of these. Crash Magazine, by the way. Another magazine that if you're a Specky fan, Crash Magazine, from my understanding, is one of the ones that was beloved and was included with the Spectrum retro games. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I just saw another alert. My alerts haven't been coming up. Dino Ducks, thank you for the follow 42 minutes ago. Oh, we got an ad starting up here very soon too. Perfect time to transition. I wonder why my Twitch alerts and stuff aren't going off. Don't know. So here we go. All right. So yeah, look at that art. So this is one of the more recent ones. It's not the absolute most recent. This is the second. These are a couple of the more recent one. Bill Hurd's masterpiece, the 128. That was a great one. This is June's issue, and then right before that May. But then the July issue, which is about to hit my hands. I've already got the digital copy. I believe it's the 1 year anniversary of that. And yes, in the new Compute's Gazette, like the old one, have a lot of new news coming out from the different scene, right? And also at the back, not as dense as it once was, but you do get some type in action right there. Yes, sexy hair man, Bill Hurd. Yeah, good interview here too. A very humble guy, Bill Hurd. But yeah, pretty cool. We have to get the digital copy. Really nice mag. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. It's been good so far. But yeah, I just like having it in my hands. If there were, did I miss something? If there was worse, Sword. What, have I missed something there? So Digital. The Wraith says, hope there was no typos. So the Wraith is right about that. So they had a solution for that pretty early on. For Compute's Gazette, they had programs that would confirm, basically do some checksums, making sure that each line that you typed was functional, right? And so GraphTalk BBS lists in there. I believe they do have some they have a few BBS lists in the magazine. So the ad starts in a couple of seconds here. Don't go away. Run, grab yourself something to drink, or run to the restroom if you're not subscribed on Twitch. And I'll be in the little corner over here, and we're gonna drink a little bit more of our mango Jarritos and talk about a few things. There was something else I was wanting to show you guys. I'm trying to remember what it was. I had something else. Oh, I know what I was going to do. It's time for Sticker Club. Sticker Club. All right, so when I got my Commodore 64 Ultimate, Commodore sent me all these great stickers. All right, so I'm going to pick at random Sticker Club. So I've used a couple of these. I used a couple of chicken lips, right? I've used a couple of those. Yeah, stickers! It's time for Sticker Club! All right, so I got this with my Commodore 64 Ultimate, like I said, and I've been looking to see if I could find some more. I know these are the same stickers that some other people are already selling. And who doesn't like chicken lips? So the chicken lips are, you know, this the Commodore 64. If you don't know what the chicken lips is, that's the joke. That's the joke. That's the joke. So we need to stickerify our little composition book, right? So let's do it. Let's stickerify our composition. All right, let's see. We need to make this like an achievement or something, an award or something. Let's see. How about this? Is Taz still in the room? Taz, are you still here? Oh, I think actually Taz was going to watch something on the Criterion Collection. I'll tell you what I'm going to do though. I'm going to pick Dr. Tolbert. Dr. Tolbert, I'm going to pick you to make our choice this week for a sticker club. All right. So we don't have a huge selection here. We're going to get some more stickers, more 8-bit and computer-related stickers. Dr. Tolbert, I expect you to choose wisely. Do not say the giant Commodore 64 sticker. I'm not doing that one. I got plans for that one. But if there's another sticker that you would like us to apply to our composition book, choose wisely, Dr. Tolbert. Don't mess this up. Bottom right, chicken lips, red and black. All right, so the murder chicken lips. All right, perfect. That's a good pick. That's a great pick. That is a great stinking pick. All right, let's make sure we get it the right way. Does it go like? I don't think it goes like that. I think it needs to be like that, right? Or I think it needs to go right. You don't get to pick where it goes. I get to do that. I get at least some creative control. Dr. Tolbert, thank you so much. You picked some scary looking chicken lips. It's got teeth. Thank you, Zoe. Perfectly placed. Should have replaced the C in the comp. Oh, that would have been. I get creative choice. Even if you are right, it doesn't matter. If you're right. I was righter. Perfect. Nailed it. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching that ad. Every bit helps. And you just helped by hanging around and not leaving and not running away. Thank you for that. Has the rooster teeth. Chicken lips, rooster teeth. I didn't realize I had coffee left. No one said I still had coffee left. All right. So this is the Modern Computes Gazette. So not that long ago, I was in Utah hanging out with some of my best friends, right? A few guys here today. Tonda Goss is here. Poor Tank Girl. Who else is here? Dr. Tolbert's here. TV's Travis popped in earlier. We had a good time. Who else was here? Who else is in here? I think Sunbun dropped in real quick. TV's Travis says, hell yeah. Nerd Chackler 26, baby. Got together a bunch of nerds. Nerds! Nerds! Taco Viking, thank you so much. And Kurtz gave out one community. Thank you so much. Gave out a community sub. Look at that. Thank you so much. Taco Viking, enjoy your ad-free viewing for the month. Is that what it said? I think it's what it said. Ooh, I see some flappy hats too. I got to get that flappy hat back out. Currently, it's in a place that I can't quite reach. All right. Beardtacular for life. Oh, I need to wear my shirt again. All right. So, our good friend, Before Tank Girl, gave us some CDs from the collection, her family's collection, a long cherished case of floppy disk in this nice, cool, man, if you guys know where any more of these are, holy smokes, I want more of these. I don't know. What is this called? It's called, oh, it's, I'm like, what foreign language is that? I can't quite make, what Sanskrit is that is upon the top? It is upside down. It says Radio Shack. Oh man, but if I knew what some more of these were, I'd be all about that. Hondo, I'm so glad so much was streamed. Absolutely, me too. Only the best for my ancestors. But look at this thing. Look at this nice little, man, this thing is nice. I love it. But we got some Wheel of Fortune. I think we played just a minute or two of that. We got some real bangers in here. Before Tank Girl has a trivia, which we played a couple of times. That's amazing. Let's see. We got Slugger, right? All right. So let's keep digging here. I know it's in here somewhere. Let's see. Golf. We got some golf in here. Look at all this handwritten. Look at all that. Little, let's say, did I say transcript earlier? I said Sanskrit. Is that right? It was Sanskrit. Is that right? I don't know what I said. I'm crazy. All right. Here we go. We'll call this one the first. This is the Computes Gazette. So Computes Gazette, I think like around issue, it's like in the 30s, maybe late as the 50th issue or so, the original, they started including floppy disks because they were becoming more common for people to have floppy disk drives, 1541 for me specifically. But it became more, it became easier for them to include, if you want to upgrade to your subscription. This is 87, June 87. Look at that. They included all the programs already typed in for you. You don't have to type them in anymore. Look at that. Yeah, a little. So let's see if we can get this fired up. Let's get this Computes Gazette and let's take a look at what a Computes Gazette disk looked like and what was included with the 1987 June. Let's see if we have any gems in here. Floppy ROMs, somewhat like a floppy ROM. All right. Pagan Gent says my ancestor spoke and wrote an ancient text. All right, so let's take a look here. I do have my 1541. It's not turned on, but that's okay. We'll get it turned on. Hold on a second. We'll. What I need? I need more cameras. We already had a disc apparently in our. Still had a disc down here. So we last time previously, we had our dot matrix printer out, 803, I believe. And was using the print shop. Classic. All right. We need to turn off our Commodore 64, but first we need to do, oh boy. Let's see. First thing we need to do is go ahead and tell drive A to get bent and tell it to go to 9. That one's disabled. Doesn't matter because we're going to have to make room for this. Okay, so if you don't know, hate to leave anybody behind, and since they might not know, this is the Commodore 64 Ultimate. This is the Starlight Edition. I believe this bread bin is still available for purchase on Commodore.net. And the thing about these are they're newer, right? They're newer. Looks like the old bread bin. Inside here is an FPGA board. Allows you to do hardware emulation. Got a couple of SID chips in here added on. We can talk more about that later. But the good thing about these types of equipment, it allows you to plug in your original equipment, which I have a 1581 down underneath hidden. And I've got myself a serial connection. Goals Cab says, couldn't find that disc, but did find The Hobbit. Oh, yeah. I had the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy game on the Commodore 64, says Gulls Camp. Oh, very nice. We do have The Hobbit, which before Tank Girl was kind enough to, I think it was you, right? You sent me the Hobbit. We need to play that. All right, so we had a machine turned off. Now we got to turn it on, and fires up. Get your nice little colors and everything, right? And that should give us pop up here. All right. So Digital said, I spent way too much time playing Bubble Bobble on the C65. I wanted to get a C65. Did you guys, that is the thing, right? Or see, okay, it was C64. There's a C65 as well. There's like something, I forget what project, I guess it's called C65 project or whatever, but there's a whole bunch of cool stuff out there like that. But yeah, I love me some Bubble Bobble on the Commodore 64. All right, so we've got that plugged in and really nothing else to do other than type in load. I want to say the Computes Gazette, you could do a directory listing if you wanted to. And it's going to be on 8 because we told it that there's hardware that comes in, real hardware, it should try to find its place. And since 8 is not already taken up, that's what we changed before. Should be good. All right, so we can do a directory listing. Oh, you know what? You can't read it from all the way over here. Come on, you 1581. You can't read it from all the way over here? You want it inside? You want it inside you? All right, fine. Whatever. Antiquated crap. Goalscamp says air gap. That's right, got the air gap going on. All right, so we can just, the good thing about, look here, Sinclair. Look here, ZX. Watch me with my full screen edit. I'll just cursor up to this command and hit enter again. This time with much more satisfaction. Oh yeah, loaded from cassette says So Digital eventually made a driving emulator with a Pi. Something I need to do. This Farka War says, oh my, do behave, darling. All right, let's see. Okay, we loaded up the directory. The string loads up a directory in a in basically a basic script program. So there you go. So you can scroll through this, see how fast that went through. Alpha Connect, Alien Life Forms. We got alpha of this. All right, so let's do another list again. Except this time we'll go through a little slower. We don't have to do this because I happen to know. I'm pretty sure during this time, if you did a load MN, it would load up the menu. So okay, there's MLX. You'll see MLX, and that is the helper application, basic program that would help you. So make sure that you didn't make any typos. So you had to go type everything in. Disputes Gazelle, interesting. I wonder, did you guys, because I don't see where, now typically you would want to load up the first file on the disk with a asterisk, right? If you want the memory location to be as it was originally, you can do a (1), but not always necessary. If you're trying to protect some memory, you might want to do a (1). If you don't want to, if you're running a couple of things, you got things you want specifically in certain parts, you could. All right, so we got that. Now let's just type in run and see what it does. This does not look like the, oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is play bingo. Okay, so I'm starting to think that maybe before Tank Girl, I do think it has stuff on it, but I think somebody maybe overwrote this one because I didn't see any menu, and that's usually something. But then I did see the MLX, so I don't know if some of it got overwritten or not, but let's get out of that, and let's do what we'd usually do with these, which is load the MN. Let's see if there's anything there. Not there. So another option would be load menu. That was, I think earlier they did not have that there. So load menu, nothing there either. So we've loaded the first program. Not sure if someone has overwritten some of the floppy. They may have. That's okay. That's okay, because some of it may just be random things. That's totally things. Yeah, load Shumway from our Alf reference. So yeah, it's probably someone just reused this one, and that's fine. I'll give it a little love there. Oh, come on. Oh no, did I actually do that? Did I do that? Oh my gosh, what I accidentally type in here? All right, there we go. No. Got into some mode accidentally. Oh, MLX. Let me try this one more time. Let me go through and slowly investigate. So page May. That's interesting, right? That's not how they usually labeled these. Bingo, directory plus, disk vacuum. Going up. They might have cleared out a few files to make space on the floppy. It does look like it's kept some of it. Disputes Gazelle, EP text, input, Alfredo, Alf connecting, move it, Labyrinth 101. I don't know what that is. Fool's Gold, Fool's Sprite, Hello Connect. Yeah, I think this has probably been. Let's look to see if we have another one. Let's see if we have another one. We probably could load up some of these. Yeah, I wonder what Labyrinth is. It's probably nothing fun. Because whenever I see Labyrinth, I'm always like, oh, like the movie with what's his face and the lady and the inappropriateness. Let's see. Here we go. August 86 Gazette, September and October. Oh, combine some of these. Let's see. August, May. Let's see if we can find a July. Okay, perfect. All right, look, I found a July. That seems appropriate. Let's do a July. Yeah, Labyrinth with Bowie and his codpiece? Duh. Oh, duh. All right. Uh-oh. I've made a mess. But man, yeah, if you guys are out and about and you see some of these containers for the Radio Shack, let me know. I want more. I would do things that aren't mentionable on the internet. Labyrinth is a maze generator. That's what I'm thinking, probably. 77, that's probably what it is. Oh, it always reminds me of the Babe. The Babe. Do I have that on Laserdisc? I don't remember. I definitely have a later vinyl release of the Labyrinth soundtrack, which I love. What's your favorite song off of there, off the movie? Let's do that so we stop seeing that ugliness, and let's just load him in just to see if this is a possibility. Nope. So let's see what is on this disc, if anything. AJ, what's up, John Rambo? What's going on? Hey, Brian, do you like any other Doritos flavors? I love pineapple. This is my first time drinking one of these, and so far, mango is my favorite. I feel like Kermit. Give me the tea. Give me the gossip. All right. I'll have to try the pineapple. I think I was trying to decide between the pineapple and the mango. Those are only two colors that looked like they might be non-disgusting looking while while trying to drink on stream. Some of them are very dirty water looking. Oh, Zoe, yes, actually I do. I am pro pineapple on pizza. I'm sorry that offends you or anyone else. I also like a lot of things on my pizza. I am a very much, oh wow, this is very short. I don't know if you guys are just like, oh yeah, July and August. So it looks like maybe I'll just copying over, and this is pretty common too. So you would have the original, and then you may you wouldn't be able to necessarily always launch all the applications from the menu, so you may selectively pick different ones. So maybe your dad was doing that. It could be a flip disk too, the rate. That's a really good point. I didn't think about it being a flip disk. Now it wouldn't have come like that, but maybe copied over. That's what she says. So digital. Zoe says, doesn't seem right to have pineapple on pizza, but I have liked, yeah, I'll pretty much put anything on a pizza. The only thing I don't like on pizza is I don't like anchovies. It's not necessarily because it tastes fishy or anything. It is so salty. I don't like anything that salty. I'm not a big, I like salted things, but I don't like super salty. Yeah, oh my God, anchovies are the best on pizza. I absolutely get it. I get it. I absolutely get it. If you like anchovies, that's cool. I'm not mad at you. TV Travis, I used to eat the anchovies when I worked at the pizza place. Oh, fish on pizza, says So Digital. Are you guys crazy? But yeah, one thing I learned a long time ago, a friend of mine, a roommate of mine, taught me a very valuable lesson through their behavior and how it made me feel. My friend had very strong opinions on what you were eating. And I decided, I don't like that. Axel's giving us some updates. Here's a good flip. Here's a good tip. You can overwrite the number with load. Then after the type 8 and remove the... Yeah, that's probably the fastest way to do it, right? Min-maxing. But my friend taught me a very valuable lesson. Don't comment on other people's food. They paid for that crap, probably. And they're trying to eat it, and they obviously at least find it capable of eating it. And he would often do stuff like, how can you eat that? And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to eat my food, and you sitting there going, hey, eat that, is taking my joy away. So if you want to eat anchovies on your pizza, I'm not going to go, anchovies. I'm going to go, no, anchovies, cool. You like anchovies? Yeah, cool. I don't usually eat anchovies. I find them salty. Cool. Right? Before Tech Go, yeah, as long as they're not making me eat it, do what you want. I'm Cajun. We eat weird shit, right? Agent says, sorry to split your chat between food and computer talk. Dude, that's every week. Every stream is a split between drinks, food, and computer talk. I mean, come on. That's what you do. Welcome to the chat, baby. TVS Travis says, pineapple on pizza is fine, but I really want them all well drained. My issue with them is because they are too wet a lot of the times. Yeah. Max says, I have that watching my friend eating black pudding and saying nothing right. People that jump at the opportunity to yuck your yum, it seems like, says Sunbun. Yeah, they do. The Pegajit says, we can really get people riled up. What region of the country has the best barbecue? Let me tell you what. We could really whip up a frenzy, couldn't we? Barbecue is always my region. Who has the best barbecue? My region. Mine. We do it the best. We just had a barbecue fest today. It's called the Festival of Discovery. And there's a bunch of food trucks there. And it was delicious. And you guys were right. There is a flip on this one. And not everything is here. So I'm assuming someone in your family probably created these floppies, of course, because they're all... But they weren't like direct copies. It looks like they picked things that they wanted to do. So that's good. So we probably have to go and look at what each of these applications are, or just run them, right? I'm trying to remember what the boots were. Like, I see the 128 books and the 64 books. Those are probably the ads and stuff, I think. Yeah, just some things you made. Some rolled your own. Nothing wrong with that. John Rambo says, people that make a big deal about your food tasters like paparazzi. Yeah, like, get away from me. Stop staring at me. Eat your own food. Chicken and broccoli is my favorite pizza combo before Tango. That's interesting. So anybody got like strong opinions on the glue of the pizza? I'm going to call it the glue, even though that's probably not the... How about the filling? I'm going to call it the filling. All right, so any opinions on the filling? So you got your typical pizza for me is, got your dough, and then you got your filling, right? And then you got your cheese cover, and you got a bunch of toppings. So do you like red sauce as your filling? Or do you like something creamy? Or are you like, oh my God, creamy? Who puts creamy in? Everybody knows it's got to be tomato base something, right? Oh, pesto. I love pesto. Who did? Fortingo says, as long as it fits on there. Craftark says, red and white are fine depending on the toppings. Yeah, definitely that is a factor. But I just feel like some people are definitely gonna be like, creamy in the middle. Are you crazy? Barbecue sauce. Oh, that's good too. Barbecue sauce for a pizza with chicken and onions and oh, that is delicious, T.V. Travis. I love that. Throw some pepperoni on that. I mean, throw some pepperoni. Throw some pineapple on that. This Hype says red sauce with cured meats, white sauce with light vegetables and chicken. Yeah. Don't put barbecue sauce on that thing. Says Craft Tark. Heathen. Oh, Tony says, I'm glad I had dinner before we got to food talk. Oh, that's right. Barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce. Yeah, I love me some barbecue sauce on some pizza. That's some good stuff. We do that around here sometimes. We'll got a little crust left over. We got some what is it? Sweet Baby Ray's. That's our go-to red barbecue sauce around here. I think it's called Sweet Baby Ray's. It's very sweet, but it's kind of got like a little heat to it. It's got a little kick, not much, just a little bit. Almost not even worth mentioning. That's really good to Sweet Baby Ray's. You dip your bread into it and little barbecue. Thomas says, oh yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's, baby. Baby Ray's is good. Is it Sweet Baby Ray's or is this Baby Ray's? Am I adding the sweet? TV Travis says, next time I get some pesto at Costco, I have to make sure I do a pizza with it. Haven't had pesto pizza in way too long. Yeah. At a phase where I put on everything, says Tonda. Yeah, me too. Eating a pizza, hands or knife and fork. Dude, when I first started trying, so I got up to 230 pounds at some point in my life when I was programming and working 16 hours a day, sitting at a desk, eating and drinking Mountain Dew and eating potato chips. I gained some weight. And I got up to 230 pounds. And when I first started trying to kind of roll that back, well, the first thing I did, I realized I had a problem with, food. And I was like, so the first thing I did, instead of like cutting out the food, I started doing portion controls and eating slower. I did really try to skip on the sodas, though. I cut back on my sodas big time, but basically portion control. Everything was portion control. That's how I got started. Little walking and portion control. And one of the ways that I did that was, instead of just, because pizza's just like, you just like a chipper, right? And but I was eating my pizza with a fork and a knife, and that really helped slow it down. And I would get full and realize I was full before I would eat, half or a whole pizza. Yeah, I was like, Travis says, I know that feeling, but for me, it was getting to 350 pounds. Yeah, I got to 230 something, 235 maybe, and I'm only like 5'10", so I was quite large. And I ended up losing I got down to an unhealthy 150. I just didn't have any appetite anymore. At some point, it's just like, I just wasn't hungry. And I have a real, I'm really good at controlling any types of addictions and stuff. So I was able, it was always easier for me. So don't take that as if you've been struggling with, weight control and food and everything. I was born fortunate with the abilities to go just like, I'm just not going to eat anymore. I'm just not going to eat. We're just going to stop. Yeah, I just don't. You want to gamble? Die? Not really. I just die. Oh, thank you, TV's Travis. Yeah, I got down to 150, which is too skinny for my frame. 5'10". I don't always listen to what they say in the little apps and stuff, because they give you little tricks like measure your wrist for your frame size and all that stuff. And I just wasn't healthy at 150. I wasn't. But that's what they said. That was like my target. That's like, you should be 150. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't. Axel says, give me Cheshire cheese on toast with a little Worcestershire sauce. Oh, yeah. Worcestershire sauce. I'm saying it wrong, but it's fine. I'll only say this as I want to hear Brian say Worcestershire. Worcestershire sauce. I say Worcestershire sauce. I can't say it. Thank you, Zoe. You guys did too. TV Travis, yeah, you looking pretty good too, as well. All you guys are looking pretty good. TV Travis, I graduated high school at 160, but I was 6'4". Ooh, yeah, I was skinny stick boy. But yeah, I still am not quite happy with where I'm at. I would like to lose. Actually, I wouldn't like to lose too much. I like to lose maybe 5 to 8 pounds, but I would like to, tone up more than anything. Zos is at my best weight. I was about 114 pounds. Yeah. Weight's just nothing. It's just a thing. It's about a lot of other things. You can really get hung up on the weight part. It's a good indication of how things are going, but it's definitely not the end all. Lost 20 pounds last 3 months. Eat once a day, says So Digital. Yeah. Hey, man, whatever works for you. Your body will go into ketosis, as they say. Yeah, but you guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. Let's see here. Let's load up. And I've already forgot what is it? Do you have to do the boot? I can't remember. Oh boy, trying to type a cap letter in there. Let's see. Is it just combo? Do I need a 1? Do I need a? I don't know. Let's find out with the 64 books. Let's get an ad. Let's get an ad. Woo for us. Doing great. Anything fun on this? I'm just going to take a look at the 64 books. It's quite large. Well, yeah, 24. Yeah, all right. Computes machines. Okay, computes machine language games for the Commodore 64. This collection of 7 of the best all machine language games from Compute Magazine and Compute's Gazette is a must for 64 game players and machine language programmers. Hey, that's us. That's right. We now continue with our previously scheduled programming. All right. Now we're talking. Yeah, baby. All right. Well, I keep my chair there. There we go. All right. Oh, is it reading more stuff for me? I think this is just an ad. I think this is an ad. Yeah, it's just an ad. All the applications are on a disk ready to load and use on the Commodore 64 and 128 running in 64 mode. Only $30 for a book and disc package. Come on in. Also, it's got the Atari as well. $12.95 Highway Robbery. Come on. Oh, that's $9.95 for that one. Oh, okay. So this is the different books they got. Okay, I got you. So we got some of the best games application utilities from Compute publication for the Commodore 64 and 128 in 64 mode. There we go. Only $12.95 for that one. Yeah, so much. I love it when things end in 95. 95. An easy to use, complete small business home accounting system. So this is just books you can buy from Compute's Gazette, which is cool, you know. Reload the menu? Yeah, let's try to reload the menu. What's it going to do? I'm going to say it probably just crap out. Axel says 10 out of 10 for that high-res shadow effect. It's like it's coming at me. It's like it's coming at me. All right. Yeah, what year? This would have been like, what, 87, I think is what it said? 86, 87? Quick, somebody do some inflation. Okay, this is backup on it. Maybe that should have been a clue to me. Compute's Gazette, June 87. That was a backup one, so maybe that was my clue. Now, I know we've had some full ones here somewhere. And I've also copied a few myself before. I have the... Why do I keep saying actually? Why is that? Why do I keep doing that? Actually. Well, actually... All right, let's see what we got here. We'll load up something regardless. You got baseball games, and you got wait. What does that say? Oh, I love the wait. I love this note. I love this note from the family collection. Let's go down to the bottom one there. Oh wait. I just read the bottom one. Side 2 load star comma 8 comma 1, and you get baseball game. If then and that load star, and you get spaceship game on the side 1, load leaderboard golf comma 8 comma 1. That's the one game I played at Nerd Tactical 64. Actually, it's really fun. Which one? That one? The baseball game, or which one? Spaceship, the game. My dad liked to write all that. He's like, if you don't know what's supposed to happen here, let me write you a sentence here. Spaceship game looked good. All right, let's try that one. Let's load up spaceship game. It's gonna be a spaceship game. No, the board game. Actually. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we got a flipper. We got a flippy. No one ever called it that, but I've recently heard people say they called these flippy disk when it's a flippy, when you flip it over. And I'm like, I've never called it that. I just call it a double-sided floppy disk. I got a flippy. Please don't call it a flippy. A flippy floppy. Oh, wait. I think I found some Confederate money in here. What is this? Oh, it's the label. Look at that. Yeah, it's a dual notch. I never had a notcher tool. I always use scissors. You guys, Hondo, the how to pick a game to play. Spaceship, yes. Flip it. Pop it. Twist it. The Wraith knows. The Wraith knows. That's your inheritance. That's my inheritance there. Give me back my money. My Confederate money. Let's see here. Smell it. Drink it. Rub it down. Oh, poop. Digital Hype always uses a hole punch. I always just use a pair of scissors. Very carefully, I might add. Maybe I should have followed the instructions. Uridium Hyperload Kung Fu Master. Hell yeah. Woo, Kung Fu Master. That's what I'm talking about. What were the instructions again? Oh, let me some Kung Fu Master. The Confederate money, that is. That's right, Avian. Avian, what's up? I did not know you were a cousin of Scooby-Doo. It says we wanted to load up the space game, right? Side 1, board game, spaceship game, comma 8, comma 1. It's the first one, so Uridium must be the spaceship game. It looks like, so you'll see there's two, right? The actual, so I'm assuming, I think Uridium was this one. Because see, Anthony. See, it says they titled it 012A. It says Golf, which I think was the other one on. Yeah, Golf is also on side 1. So Golf is here. So I'm and the disc, that was the front side of the disc. Not the glued side, but the smooth. Not the chunky side of the disc, but the smooth side. Not the fold side, but the smooth side. All right. You want to see Kung Fu Master? We'll do that one next. But we got a load of Uridium. But see, look, looks like they have two programs. They have a basic program that probably loads a machine language program here. But it is the we're going to follow the instructions per the family scripting. Oh, it just says this one does say a comma 1 edit. All right, so Golf does not have a comma 1, but this one does. So we're going to do just as the instructions say. And this one actually says it's the first one on the disk. And so instead of typing Uridium, all right, let's do that. Oh, really? Actually, you met the guy who wrote Uridium? That is awesome. Where'd you meet that guy at? The Pagan says, did we already see baseball? No, we haven't seen baseball yet. We'll see. Oh, you know what I didn't do, though? I don't have a controller. Ooh, I better get on it. I don't have my usual. I don't have my usual controller in here, so we're gonna have to use Inky. We're gonna have to pull out Inky. We gotta pull out the Inky. These are great if you have one of the more recent Commodore 64s, and the old one as well. These Atari controllers, which were commonly used with the Commodore. These come with a USB dongle, wireless, and the old regular style. Was it 9-pin? How many pins is this? My turn. Yeah, 9-pin. I'll plug that into port 2 while it's loading up like an idiot. Which will probably crash it. It would on original system. Let's see if it does it here. That looks bad, whatever this is. I'm not sure if this is still loading up or if it if it had a problem while I was doing it. And I'm assuming it had a problem because it is totally locked up. Tain't right, so that was my bad. I did plug it in, and it functions just like an original Commodore 64. If you're plugging in crap, it'll do it. Peggy Jen says, I am salty right now about baseball video games. With the recent Sony moves, it's going to be hard to play a good MLB game. It really will be. I got an MLB game on in a collection of that I was telling you guys about on the PlayStation 2s. We'll be talking more about that this next week on the Play Retro show, by the way. But I did pick up quite a few. A few of them needed repair. And one of them just needed some... Oh, wow, that was fast. Holy smokes, that was... What happened? That was fast. Zoom, zoom. Let's see here. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Why'd it go black? That's unusual, right? Okay, no, maybe not. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's much better. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. Actually, you said you made this guy? This is great. Newsome presents Uridium. Do you remember this one? This is cool. Classic. I'm adding this to my faves. Ooh. Da, 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 da. Hall of Fame. Do you know an AEB? Do you know an AEB? 3 ships left. Holy smokes, this is freaking amazing. This is tight. Tight. Oh, wow. Look at that. Holy smoking times. This is cool. Ah! Whoa. Yeah, it is quite hard. This is awesome, though. Look at the graphics on this thing. Take that. Can I oh my gosh, I can flip over too? What? I thought I was left to right in it. Where's Tandagasa? Tanda, have you played this one? Oh man, me and Tanda, we love ourselves. Oh, some shmups. You have played this one? This is cool. Look at it flipping over like that. Holy crap. And the music and sound. I gotta know more about this. I gotta know the history of this one. And don't forget to take a look at... Oh, look at this. Look at this too, by the way. Oh, Zoe, you going to bed? Thank you, Zoe. Have a good one. We love you, Zoe. Oh, John Rambo says that ship is like the Defiant from the DS9 or the Millennium Falcon. Yeah. Check out this stuff here. I'm gonna watch the cool LED lit up stuff. Oh, look. Oh, I got to shoot the surface things too. Be coming up behind me. Where'd they go? Diddly, 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 diddly. Oh, they're over. Oh, if they come up behind you, they don't hit you? Oh. Oh, this is... Man, I love this. I love most of the sounds, but some of it was like... Beep, 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 beep. Tana says, get this, Brian. They released this game as the last Starfighter on the NES. What? I did not know that. Holy smoking. Andrew Babybrook, the fellow that made the game. Oh, really? Try Paradroid if you have it. Also by Andy Braybrook, says the Wraith. I'm training to battle aliens. Well, I mean, I suck right now because I'm trying to read chat and do this at the same time, but... This kicks butt. Parita. Oh, look at me. Look at me sideways in this thing. Look at that. Girl says, I don't think we ever played this. Dad probably put it on there if it was summer 87. I was on my way to college. Well, I think somebody liked it because I think they put on the thing, didn't they say it was a really cool one? Or is it the baseball one? He's probably making this one out of love. He's like, I'm gonna miss my little baby. My little baby's going off to college. Gotta send her something cool. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh man, I haven't seen The Last Starfighter in, at least a decade. I keep running to that same one. That is awesome. Let's, Andrew Braybrook. 1986. Elvis, that you? Elvis, that you? Oh, wait, what am I doing? Go back. How do I forget. How do I break out of these? I tried the run stop. And that just takes me out. I forget how to break out of this. I forget how to break out of it. The race says pay attention to shadow length. Yeah, shadows was something that... Oh, man, you don't realize the importance of shadow work in these older games, right? To understand your distance from the ground. Interesting. That was awesome. All right, so, but we also want to look at, we did that one, but we need to take a look at, what was the other? What flavors are that bracelet, right? Dudes, if you guys find any more bracelets like this, so this was this actually means something to me. How much do I want to share? Well, I've shared so much. Why not share some more? So why not share some more? So in high school, I had probably my first serious girlfriend. And I'm not going to say her name, but my first serious girlfriend was my significant other's cousin, and they were very close. And this past year, she passed away. And she had sent this to Audra as a gift, and Audra never wore it. And I didn't even realize it at the time. I just saw it laying around, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that. And so I just started wearing it. Because we have, just Audra has like a whole bunch of cool jewelry and stuff. She's got some really good taste. And Lisa, and her cousin also has some really good taste as well. And she knew what Audra liked. And she did get her this, but Audra just didn't, I don't know, just never really jived to her. But I was like, I think I want to wear that. That's really cool. So if you guys know what this is, or where she might have gotten it from, if there's anything more like this, let me know. I like I said, I dig it. And now I just wear it. Nice little memory. There you go. We're all friends. We all grew up together, all in the same friend group, family. But yeah, that's how that goes. But yeah, and it also tastes like nom, 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 candy. No, I'm just kidding. But it is kind of like those little candy bracelets and stuff, the candy necklaces. So disgusting. Yeah, the edible beads, exactly. That's exactly what it looks like, right? Kirsty, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like the candy bracelets. It really does. Those things both disgust me and I love them all at the same time because it's like gross. It's like gross, but yummy, nummy, 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 num. They're so good. The necklaces, especially, are the worst. Oh, we used to get those things and wear them outside, sweating. Gross. Oh, the ring pops. Oh, ring pops are so good. Man, I love me some ring pops. Oh, they're so chalky too. Yeah, they're so chalky. Ugh. Worst. We put some of the grossest stuff in our mouths. Oh man, I used to love on the bus. The wheels in the bus go round and round. But on the bus, we used to, for some reason, it seemed like on the bus, we always had Fun Dip. You guys remember Fun Dip? It's disgusting as well. Getting those chalky sticks, lick them up, dip them in the sugar. Amy says, I better get my brain working. I'm imagining Brian having a ring pop on every other finger. I could do that. Licomade. That's right, TV Travis. You were stronger for it, says So Digital. Yeah, the Dipsy sticks. Yes, all that same stuff. Yep. Dip them in the Kool-Aid type sugar. Yeah. Disgusting. I couldn't eat one of those things now if you paid me. But man, back in the day. Actually, I like Bazooka chewing gum with a comic strip in them. Absolutely. I did too, but I didn't realize that Bazooka gum wasn't supposed to be like a rock. Apparently, all the Bazooka gum I always had was like old. And then years later, I got some, and I was like, why is this so soft? Oh, that's the way they're supposed to be. But I always love reading the comic strips, and they're awesome. Ooh, hot tamales, so good. The Pagan Gent says, fun dip is how you get diabetes. All right, let's take a look. We have a baseball game in here. Did somebody didn't want us to load up? Oh, man. Yeah, Avian. Oh, man, the gross stick of gum that used to come in card packs. Oh, those were terrible. Those are terrible. I love them, though. I can still taste them. I think they were so dry, they could literally suck all the liquid from your body. You stick one in, and suddenly you just shrivel up. You look like, I don't know, something dried up. So Digital say we had lollipops here with gum inside. Oh yeah, we love those. What did we use? We have a particular brand that everybody eats. There's a blow pop. There's a gum, has gum, but then the Tootsie Roll pops, I believe, had the Tootsie Roll stuff inside too. But yeah, the blow pop, TV's Travis. Yeah, we love those blow pops. Which one your favorite? Strawberry, watermelon? What's your favorite blow pop? Load. And I was gonna do. Oh, we got a load of Kung Fu Master, a favorite of mine. I think I can just go. Can I just get away with Kung Fu? Like a Kung Fu and then do an asterisk, I think. Can I get away with that? Can I get away with that? Watermelon for sure. Yeah, watermelon's a classic. Everybody loves the watermelon blow pops. I see pick Kung. Yes, you can. That's right, Axel. Whistle pops. Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, the whistle. I completely forgot about whistle pops. Good call, Graph Tark. Whoo. I can't think of the last time I thought about a whistle pop. So Digital, when I was little, there was this candy I liked with Japanese writing on the tube. It was like a little gum pillow with a juice inside. You bite and chew, becomes gum. Oh, I do remember a couple of things that were like, would become gum. That was always like, would you like some gum? No, I'd like to be something else first. And then I would like to turn to gum. Could you do something like that? Was it like, there's a bunch of chew type. It would be like powdery at first and then it would turn into gum. Oh, wax lips. Gross. Those are disgusting. No. Wax lips are the worst. Ugh. Yeah, it become gum. It's going to become gum. Look at it. Oh, wax lips are the worst. I remember the worst experience I ever had with what I thought was going to be good and turned out to be wax. Anybody have that experience? I remember my sister one year I got a cake. It was a Care Bears cake. And it had a bunch of Care Bears on it. And I thought the Care Bears were candy. Guess what? They were not candy. I didn't discover that until after a few chews. Big League Chew was tobacco that became gum. Yes, I loved it. Ever bite a wax apple? Good Lord, no. So Digital. Oh, that'd be terrifying. Yeah, I used to love Big League Chew. Is this actually loading? There's a green light down there. You don't think Kung Fu is working? I don't know. It's hard to say. Sometimes you'll get loading type things. Ever have jerky chew? No. Oh, wait. Maybe I have had some of that. I didn't know it's called jerky chew. It came in a tin like tobacco. I do remember gum that came in that was kind of like that. And it was, yeah, shredded beef jerky. Ugh, yummy. Tolbert says, yes! Okay, so this is not just Kung Fu that was included with the Compute's Gazette or something. This is a bona fide, a crack scene and everything. All right. Cheeky Jerky gave me so many. Ugh. Oh, Tolbert, gross. Ulcers. Ugh. Yeah, cheeky jerky. Ugh. Jerky chew sounds good. Ugh. Woo. Bill Hurd's article in the last compute was real good. Nukem, yes. I was gonna say we talked about that very shortly for just a brief moment. Nukem, I popped out the. We talked about that. I talked about he was a pretty cool dude. I read that one last time around, and I've got my latest one is the 1 year anniversary since the re-release is on its way. I kind of previewed a little bit. I usually I get the digital one and the printed one, and I'll usually just kind of skim the digital to see what's coming up, and then I kind of wait for the full thing to get here. That's right. This is not just Kung Fu. This is Kung Fu Master. 1 player, difficulty level 1 to 5. We're all about the low difficulty levels. Review options. Yeah, let's go. I don't. Maybe this is not a crack. Maybe this is just the thing. This is just the thing. Oh, Kung Fu Master. God, I love this. This game is the best. The best. Yeah, let's give it a little. You need all of the juice on this one. You guys need all the juice on this one. Let me turn it up this a little bit. Here we go. All right, here we go. Yep, same as Nintendo. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that jump. Look at me jumping. Take that in a couple of these little sweet. Oh, do it out. Knife. Oh, yeah. High kick. Oh, haha. You missed me. Jump. Oh, right in the face. 500. Oh, smack. Just me kick him in the face. Space switches to punch if you missed it. I did miss it. Oh, no. I got too much damage. There it is. You want some punches? You need some punches, buddy. Oh, was there a sequel? Vigilante? Do I remember that? I don't remember if I remember that or not. Nope. Oh, I shook him off. Yeah, I forgot you could do that. I forgot you could do that. You can do this. You go. You get off me. TV Travis says music lives rent free. Me too, man. Let's get back to kicking. Oh, I got it. Yeah, don't let him hug you. Todd just said, don't let him hug you. Yeah. Hugs, not drugs. Hugs, not slugs. That's what I tell the family. That's what I tell the kids all the time. Because they'll come up and punch me. And I'm like, hugs, not slugs. No, he's catching up with me. That guy's got these guys have a little bit of, oh. These guys have a little bit of a large foreheads. You know what I mean? A little receipt. Oh, did he shoot me a bird? No. Yes, true, Axel. I didn't think about that. Interesting how the enemy is expanded sprites, but the main character is high res, which is kind of smart, right? Because you've got, I didn't even notice that. You're right, though. That is interesting. I didn't make that observation. Good job. It makes sense because they have to, I guess. Hey, what is that? Yeah, they do that. It looks like they're flipping the bird before the hug. It's so weird. I gotcha. Take this, you jerk. Oh, man. Yeah, make it run faster, I guess. That's what I'm thinking. It's got to be a resource thing, right? That's what it's got to be. It's got to be. Only got one finger, so it's hard to tell, man. Just this one finger here. Take a look at my finger. Can you feel my finger? Oh, that's the wrong one. I can see it kind of has a Spock feel to him, doesn't it? That is hilarious. Oh, okay. What the doc said. What the doc say? All right. So I can't argue with that. This is a good disc. This is a good disc, man. F1 quit, return to demo mode. Switch sound off and on. Pause the game. Spacebar toggles between punches and kicks during game. Spacebar cycles options. 1 player, 2 player. Difficulty level. Just out of curiosity, we're at like a 1. Let's see what 5 look like. What 5 look like, y'all? We gotta do the golf. Yeah, we gotta do the 5. Let's do the golf. All right, here we go. Let's try this. Let's just try this 5. Oh, what is this little thing? What are these little people? What? 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 Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's flipping over. Kung Fu goblins. Oh my gosh, he's throwing knives low too. Ball beaters. It says so digital. Look, they flip above you too. Holy smokes. Woo! That's good stuff. That, my friends, is some good stuff. Woo. So does the demo show you the little guys too? I don't think so. Oh man, that was great. Dadgummit, how do I'm having a brain fart here. How do I control? How do you freaking what key combination do I need to get level 5 is better? Yeah, level 5 is hilarious. I'm trying to do run, stop, restore to see if I can get out of it. That's not working. Do I just gotta turn it off? Just turn it off? Just turn it off, Brian. There we go. Let's hit that real quick. Reset. Oh no, a 3-minute ad? Oh, I let the ad get past us. I let the ad break get past us. Oh well. All right, let's take a look here. We don't want to leave anybody behind. No one left behind. No one left behind. Let's drink some more of our... Let's talk about this real quick. Yes, right. Got an ad break. Apologies. Didn't see it coming. You would think that Mario would have told me back there. Mario's a big old jerk. Big old jerk face. Let's see what else we have nearby that we can take a look at. This retro related. Oh. This did come with Apple II. The Apple IIe. I think this came with the Apple IIe. Yeah, it's the Apple IIe. Came with the Apple IIe. I don't know if I even showed you guys this. I do have a question though. Oh, what's the Crash magazine like? That's a really good question. That's a good one. What's my favorite Frosty? That's also a great question. Just red, right? Red Frosty. Forte Girl says, all I know is there's too many probiotic, prebiotic protein sodas out right now. Too many. Yeah. Cute little guy, right? Look at that. Got your little adjustment knobs in the bottom. Whoop, 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 whoop. Love it. But if you guys have like a recommendation for how to fix this, like I love this, and some pretty good shape other than, I guess, I don't know if can you quite see. Can you see it? It's let me see if I can get in a good light or something. All you're seeing is this blue, but the lower shaft is kind of like a metal, but it's kind of, I hesitate to say rust, but it's rust-ish, but it's like, I don't know. Any recommendations on how to clean that or what I need to do? Any ideas? You made a Frosty? That too. Frosty. Sand, paper, red. Was that all the answers all at once, Dr. Tolbert? Tinfoil and a little water? Reminds me of a Dragon 32 joystick. Are the pots working? I gotta find out. I haven't even got that far yet. I probably could plug it in and test it out on another system, but that's a great recommendation, Axel. While the I guess ad's probably finishing up now. Sorry about that. The ad ran in on us and I didn't see it coming, but thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you were able to run grab something to drink or run take a bio break, but we're continuing our adventures on the 8-Bit Computer Club, and we're going to take a real quick look at this mini homage to the Crash magazine. This was a full-size magazine at one point in time, but we got some micro action This best Spectrum magazine in the world. I'm assuming the Crash magazines were full size, right? I'm not getting that wrong, right? Yeah, multimeter in the pins, so digital. That's probably one of the best ways to test that. Foil reacts with oxidation illicit from the metal. I did not know that, really. I'll have to see. You mean to try it? Okay, yeah, I'll have to try that. Is there a particular yeah, you can dismantle it too. Best is to open it up. Multimeter in the pins. All right. But yeah, this is like a little small version of the Crash magazine. Oh, I know, right? Man, the 8-bit era for games and stuff was just one of the things that hurt them and was also so freaking awesome about the 80s video games in general. Late 70s and all the way up to the mid 80s is just the fantastic fantasy artwork that we got that was just superb. Of course, didn't represent the actual game itself, but still, which is a little problem, but you know, whatever. But yeah, look at this Secret of the ZX Spectrum right here. Got a little history, right? Oh, look at this. It's got the Manning Minor right up in it. Look at that. Maybe we can learn more. Ooh, got some criticism there. The bug bite. Look at this. Nice. Talks about the different games in here. The Lords of Midnight. Yeah, we'll have to go through and play some of these more of these games. I need to start my journey. I need to start my journey on getting a ZX Spectrum. Matter of fact, I think maybe I'll do that right now. Look at that. Legacy of Nightlore. Look at the art. I love that. Look at that. That is freaking fantastic. I love pixel art. Look at this. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, look at that cut. Look at that scene right there. That is awesome. Oh, it's cool. Wizard! Yeah, the art planted the imagination seed, right? That helped you bridge the gap, which is what I loved about that kind of stuff. Oh, look, Fairlight. You know about Fairlight. Okay, very cool. The home of audio entertainment. Look at that. Crash into the Next Dimension, the #1 magazine for Spectrum owners, launched in 1984, is going strong in 2024 and packed with previews and features new and old Spectrum games. A new bi-monthly magazine dedicated to the latest ZX Spectrum computer, featuring news you can use, new games, reviews, tutorials, updates from the next team, and more. Available in print and digital. Subscribe online now. This is, was it FusionRetroBooks.com. I'd look that up. Ultimate Play, the game later known as Rare. Ooh, says the Wraith. On a tangent, non 8-bit note, I installed Commodore 64. Oh, the Commodore OS Vision on a mini PC. Knocking around it. Wow, it's a mess, but it has C64 emulation tools built in. That's kind of cool. I've been meaning to look at that. Graph-Tark. Oh yeah. So, all right. Anybody got a pro tip? Pro tips. Looking for pro tips? If you got them, give me some pro tips on where's the best place to pick up ZX Specky. Let's see. Make myself up a Specky. I'm just gonna hit the internet and I'm probably can find a Timex Sinclair, but I really want the full experience, right? So let me see. Console. I'm just gonna hit eBay, as you normally do, right? VCS probably. There you go. Oh, I will be actually heading to the Southeast Game Exchange next Friday. Oh, we got to talk about that too. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I actually posted that we would be back next Friday night for the 8-Bit Computer Club, but if it's going to be a problem if I am still at because I was thinking about going on Saturday, but then we needed to move Film Sack, and then I had to go on a Friday, but will I be back in time for the 8-Bit Computer Club? I don't know. Live from the floor of the convention? Maybe. Hard part will be in PAL unless it was a composite mode. I can deal with PAL. I got things that will capture in PAL. Let me see what we have just floating around. Just a quick floating around. I'll bring you along for the ride. Let's just see what is on eBay's. Somebody's got the Spectrum for $200. That's the one we're looking at tonight. Oh, this is a plus condition, a box, manuals, tapes, and rare. When you put rare in your title, I immediately go, well, I don't want that. I don't want your rare crap. You obviously think it's worth money. So I'm going to go, nope. The recreated edition, phone, Mac, PC. What is that? Brand new. I don't know what that is located in there. I don't mind having like is this an FPGA type thing? I mean, I don't mind FPGA type, but I'm not going to spend multiples of monies for that. Oh, this says read description. So here we got one. Located in Egypt. All right. Well, it's like if I got to go out of the country, I might as well just do that. $100, 0 bids, 5 days. Nobody's bid on your little thing, man. Untested. Also in Egypt. Apparently Egypt. Hotbed for that. Yeah. Oh yeah. VCF. Okay. So I was thinking VCS. I know what that is. That's like I have done some VCS. Okay. That's a bit far. 150 shipping. They're practically giving it away for the shipping. I can get a shirt. All right. That's from me typing in ZX Spectrum console. Look at this. Sinclair ZX Spectrum, the wireless recreated edition. Why does it keep saying phone, tablet, Mac, PC, TV? What the hell does that mean? Oh, here's the 128. Also in Egypt. Man, boy. Egypt's got the stranglehold apparently on that. This looks like the one I'm using, the Spectrum. Here's looks like the Sinclair. Yeah, this looks like the 16K. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I want to fight with that. All right. Well, we'll just keep poking around. Ooh, I like that. I'm assuming that's not the original color, right? Let's keep poking around. I mean, I don't mind. For parts only. This might be fun. Also, Egypt. Wow. All right. My first steps in this journey are wow. The +2 is a good one, says Axel. I have black one in front of me now. Nice. The Ray says computers. Kirsty says they're really not consoles. Oh, did I put console? Oh, I did put console. That's a good point. Why did I put console? I think I was trying to say I know why. Because when I typed it in, I think that was one that came up. Maybe not. Maybe I'm full of crap. All right. Oh, that's a much better result there. Look, we've got 0 bids, 5 days. That's the same one, but now I'm just getting just this crap like I'm supposed to be getting now. So that's good. Let's see here. 3 watchers, 104. Egypt is the place to go. How hard is it to get something from Egypt now? I wonder. I don't know. It's about the same results, but less scattershot. All right. How about the Timex Sinclair? I was thinking this is probably what I'd have to do anyway, right? I don't know what the difference is. I'm going to start with the 1000. What's the equivalency, I wonder? Is the 1000 closest to the 48? No, the 16 kilobytes of RAM, so I'm assuming it's more like the 16. So what's the next step up that's closer to that? Is it the 1500? ZX Spectrum 48K is what I probably should have typed in. You guys are probably right, the Wraith. ZX81, okay. Axes, we're just tripping over them over here. Yeah, that's kind of how it is too. We got like what's local to you is everywhere. So, but yeah. The ZX81. Okay, this is looking a little better here. Let's see. Okay, that's the first one, right? That's the. Do I care? Is that the way to go? Will I be limiting myself too much if I go with the 16 and start at the beginning? I mean, if someone was to ask me, it's like, hey man, should I get a Commodore VIC-20 or should I get a Commodore 64? I'd be like, get a 64, man. I mean, the VIC-20 is cool and all, but you're gonna have a much better experience. You'd have a much better experience getting a Commodore 64. Can you upgrade the RAM? Probably not, right? 1K of RAM. Retrovision, what up? The prices on the 2068 have skyrocketed. I'm guessing there are less of them in the wild now that most have gotten. Yeah, including me. Yep. So, which one should... Okay, so United States, looking for the equivalent of a entry-level Specky, the ZX, right? Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can't upgrade the... you may be able to upgrade the RAM. I don't know. I wouldn't think so, though, because because the size of them and just their... I would assume their dedication to try to make this as inexpensive as possible. I would think that that will be difficult. Give me some... Okay, the 128K plus 2 or the 48K. So... we should go with, you guys say the Spectrum. Let's go Spectrum. I guess I need to do ZX Spectrum, and you say 48K, which is the entry level of the Spectrum. I would say that ZX Spectrum 48K with rubber keyboard is the one to get, says the Wraith, but price may be an issue. So yeah, the 128 will play 48K games, right? Well, everything that you guys, so whatever support you give me, whether it be through Patreon or through Twitch or YouTube, whatever you're doing to support what I do, I take almost, because I don't like paying the taxes anymore than I have to. I pay my fair share. I do what is told, but they also tell me that if I spend the money, that I don't have to pay the 40% self-employment taxes if I put it in my pocket. So I'd rather be able to spend the full amount on something like this. So if I had to take a couple of, a few months and kind of, put back support money until I can afford one of these, that's not a problem. I do it all the time. Thank you, Mario Chief. Thank you so much for that support. Helping us get a little closer to getting this Specky. Thank you so much. But yeah. Like, I'm not going to go nuts, but hello, friend. Like probably a lot of average people who are just going, I want to relive whatever. And they're like, oh, what? It's crazy. It's too much. And I'm like, yeah, but I'll get to, I'll get to do it, and I'll get to, make some content out of it, and I'll get to, share it with other people when I go to conventions and things. So that's good. Thank you for the follow, Wills. What's up? Oh, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. What just happened? I missed. I was on the other thing, and I missed what was going on. If I missed the lovins. Loving. Thank you for the hype train. Tin Lobster gave up 5 community subs. Thank you so much. Tin Lobster giving that love out tonight, giving that bomb of a love. Thank you so much. Mario Chief, just resubscribe with Prime. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it very much. We are at a hype train. What is that? The hype train level 2. Sweet. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. Mario Chief says, you're welcome. Thanks for the great CRT advice at Nerdtacular. Absolutely. You nab one, but now I may be hooked. Yes, it's a slippery slope. Travis wants to know, the Wraith wants to know, when do you get your C64 phone? I am in batch 6. I don't know what that means. So whatever batch 6 is, I don't know how large the batches were, but that's what they told me. I'm assuming that I'll get it this fall, I think. Is that what they said? Axel says I'll do a video for the channel, but really fun one to get into. Oh, I missed some stuff you said earlier, Axel. Could get expensive, so I'm glad I don't have to my eBay account anymore, right? Yeah, retro stuff can be expensive. It can get up there, but luckily you guys helped me, explore this. We're on a journey. So the 128 is probably the one I want to go for if I had to guess. Like I said, I'm not gonna spend like crazy amount of money, but if it's not unheard of that I'll buy a retro computer that I may spend $250, $300. I think I've even spent as much as $400 for a machine. Oh, thank you for the bits. I haven't heard that noise. Graphtart just gave us 289 bits. Look at that. Symbolic. 289 bits. Thank you so much. But yeah, I love me some CRT action. Actually, I've got to go through. Actually, I've got to go through some of my CRTs and see which ones are worth keeping because I got a few too many. That's so many bits. All right, so I'm going to look for the 128K. Got that one there. And let me just take a real quick look here again. I love those all-in-ones. By the way, this is the one just from a non-nostalgic, just don't that look cool standpoint. I really want one of the ones that is all-in-one. That +2. So is that what the +2 is, Axel? So I'm assuming that's the one that has the built-in. Because this I love how this looks. This is parts only, but it's got the data core. Yes, that's the gray one. Okay, yeah, these I think just look so sexy, right? But it's kind of like when I was first exploring getting back into retro computers and looking at 8-bit computers, I was like, well, I got to get a Commodore 64 bread bin. That's my baseline. I got to have that. All right. I always wanted a 128, never had one. I'm always wanted an Amiga. That's also on my list still. But I'm trying to focus right now just on the 8-bit computers, even though the Amiga like 1632. I mean, I'm getting kind of, maybe going a little too far with how strict I am on what the 8-bit computer club should be. But for right now, I'm still trying to hit that baseline and going, all right, so I want 8-bit computer stuff. And so now I'm kind of like trying to get the UK angle. I also want to get in the MSX stuff, the Japanese Microsoft thing. Arcade Ages, what's up? If you think that looks cool, check out the Amstrad, even wider. Yeah, the Amstrad, it's all Amstrad's fault, actually, because the Amstrad, when I was looking at, it's actually all Jaws' fault. Okay, so it's the summer of retro for me, right? And we're doing that for the Play Retro show. And so I was looking at different versions of it, and the Amstrad have a version of Jaws, so I wanted to check that one out. They said that was the de facto one to go for if you were doing the computer game version. I was like, we played the NES version, let's get the computer game version. It's like, the Amstrad, and the Amiga was too as well. The summer of retro. That's right, Talbert. And so I was like, okay, so I need to do that. And I found it on my Mr. FPGA, and it worked. And I was like, oh, sweet. But man, yeah, but I've seen, but I went back and looked at the Amstrad stuff, and I love how these look. These look so freaking cool. The reds and the greens and the the tape built in and all this stuff. Really, what really excites me the most, oddly, is these little charted things over here. You see this little area right here? It reminds me of my Master System. Master System was my first game console, and I love that thing. And actually, some of our people in the Play Retro Discord channel have been, we had some repairs on that. Looking at that, that was way cool. Choo choo, guys, says Graph Dark. Kirsty says, what was your first computer? It was the Commodore VIC-20. My dad handed that down to me when he got the Commodore 64. And about a year later, he gave me the Commodore 64 and went to the 128. I never received the 128. Retrovision says the +2 Gray is the one that runs most of the Spectrum software. It's a pretty good alternative to the Toast Track 128K model, since that one is more expensive and sought after. You guys are really helping me with this, by the way. This really helps a lot. We kicked this off. If you're just joining us now, we kicked off this whole meetup as me trying to learn more about the 8-bit computers in other markets, specifically the UK. Look at this thing. Look at that. That is cool. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I love the 64K color computer, the CPC 464. Man, I like how all that looks. That makes me happy. Mustard, baby. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is cool. I love that stuff. All right. So, okay, that's my journey. So we're starting there. It is so long, actually. I was thinking about that too, because I was sitting the whole time I was thinking, man, that is cool. I'm also like, where would I put that? Because I have the Atari 800, and it is such a chunk that this is my current. Okay, so this is my current display area, right? So I've got like from here to kind of really showcase what I have, right? And I think that would probably take up the entire surface. That thing was so large. The Ray says Alan Sugar computer. I don't know what all that is, but I gotta learn. I gotta learn more. Gotta learn more. Oh, we could have done another sticker moment for the last ad and stuff, but Dr. Tolbert gave us where to put that one at. Pick the chicken lips, the most terrifying of all of them, and did that. Yeah, that's right. The Harito 5000 mango. It's delicious too, man. I've enjoyed every bit of this. I did not know that. The race says Amstrad equals Alan Sugar Trading. Axel says he is our Donald Trump and owner of Amstrad. I did not know that. That is interesting. See, that's the kind of things that I'm starting to learn about. So it's kind of fun. I like it. I love learning about other, I know about some of our legends. Where'd the M come from? Yeah, where'd they pull that from, Alan Sugar? What's wrong with you, Alan Sugar? Pulling stuff up, just making up stuff. Okay, so you know what? Speaking of that, what we should do is I've already got it turned on. Let's visit the Amstrad. So I've got my Mister pulled up. Hey, Mister. Hey, Mister. What you doing, Mister? I've got... Okay, yeah, okay. So this is the... Oh, you know what I could do? That might work out pretty well. So remember, I've got this little controller. Would the Amstrad... Talbert says, I guess Astrad sounded worse. Oh, man. Rambo wants to know, are you drinking from a Flintstone glass cup from Burger King? I wish. No, this is just a double insulated coffee mug glass thing that I thought would highlight and showcase the drink better. Atari ST is another thing I would like to eventually get when we get this. That's a 16-bit computer, right? Is this 16-bit? I mean, it's really just being pedantic. I mean, I don't know why I'm so set like, or it's got to be 8-bit. It's not 8-bit. It's got to be pure 8-bit too. It's got to be the bus, the processor, everything 8-bit. Captain Gear fell asleep on the couch. Yes. The fact that I love it when people fall asleep while hanging out with me. I mean, that's actually, you might think that's, okay, that's, why are you being such a meanie? He just fell asleep. No, I actually like it. It means it's just like what I envision all of this, which is just like a big giant living room that we're all just hanging out in. We just been hanging out all day, just, having fun. And if you fall asleep, you feel comfortable enough to fall asleep around me. And that's great. Why don't we call them one byte systems? Talbert? No, I fell asleep before the show, after supper. That's great, Cap Kipper. Just a big, comfy, cozy space. That's right. Peppa gets more bits, baby. Oh, yeah, Mario said it. I love sleeping with Brian. We need a shirt. Oh, yeah, two nibble. That's right. We're really getting deep now. We're going to get some nibbles. We're going to talk about some nibbles. Let's do it. Word systems. If you can sleep while someone's driving, that's the truth, boy. If you can do that, you can do anything. We heard you snoring, Captain. He's like, who was that? Kirsty says, Wiki says ST officially stands for 1632. Oh, really? I did not know that. That's interesting. Dinner, do it. Dinner done away in a nap. It's Friday night. It's dinner done away in a nap. All right, so I have the little adapter here. It's the USB version. We can plug this into the Mister. Right, Mister? I think the Amstrad would it be era appropriate? For those who know, would it be era appropriate to use An Atari style, was this 8-way or is it 4-way? 8-way stick, I believe, with one button.
Hello, friend.
Mario, thank you for the follow. What? Actually, follow me. Whatever. Sorry. Well, thank you for the follow, though, Mario Chief. What's going on? All right. Let's take a look. Well, you know what? It's not detecting it, though. It's not detecting it. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll use the other. I know the other works. I say I'm going to. What's the easiest method by which to do this? Oh, I'm gonna make a mess. I'm gonna make a mess. All right, let's pull. Oh, that's the HDMI cable, Brian. Come on, Brian. Use your head. Re-recorded the snoring, says before 10 girl converted to 8-bit and added to the lemonade stand game. Yeah, we got to get back to our game too. Oh, I can't get too distracted, can I? Dang it. Responsibilities. Lemonade stand coming 2027. Pre-order your copy now. Somebody shoot some fireworks. The Amstrad wants to lie. He wants to do it. He wants to live. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, so this one by default. The core here for Mr. FPGA. Soon trademark. Coming soonish. Yeah, we're gonna hit the CPC. I was curious though. We did we determine we didn't have it? Yeah, we don't have any software that we've loaded up on this one, so that's fine. I have not really focused on setting up my 8-bit things on the Mister because I haven't needed to, because I primarily have most of the 8-bit computers real hardware to use, but I have not gotten there yet with the UK 8-bit computers. So I'm going to have to emulate until I acquire them. And one of the best ways to do that is through the Mr. FPGA, because that new Commodore 64 is just an FPGA, right? All right, let's do this. Graph Truck says the Tandy 1000. I need to find this. Yes, yes. So Graph Truck, if you're not familiar with the Mr. FPGA, it is a hardware project. And it allows you to emulate the hardware. And there is a Mr. Pi, I think, that is fairly affordable and available. It's not super cheap, but look what all I can do. Look what it can do. Now, personally, I'm in the Mr. economy, and I have a bunch of Mr. stuff, so kind of stuck with that one. Yep, Captain Kimber says originally designed to emulate the hardware level of an ST. Yeah, I did not know that. Okay. So yeah, FPGA chips are great because they are versatile, especially if you are designing or developing custom processors instead of having to have a run of processors or be locked into a particular processor. You can instead, I need to update this core. Is that Threepwood Post-it? Yes, probably Threepwood's Post-its. All right. So here is, we got about 6 conversations going on at once. I apologize if I've missed a few. When did you last update, says Tonda? It's been a minute. Tonda's always on me. He's like, dude, get on it. That I probably was, Kirsty. Yeah. All right. You'll have to go back to that main screen there and look at that in a minute. Okay, so this is emulating the Amstrad 128 microcomputer version 3, basic 1.1. Amstrad, if I understand correctly, had their own basic that was not Microsoft Basic, which you would have mostly seen in U.S. markets. We gotta keep it. We gotta turn on the tape sounds, right? Swap joysticks. We had to do that lots of times on the Commodore 64. you would typically plug into port 2 with your joysticks to leave that first interface port open. Aspect ratio none. We're gonna look at this stuff. It all looks fine. Oh, color GA. Ooh. Oh, nice green color. Amber, cyan, white. Let's go back to the color though. Stereo mix. I don't think that really matters. And the Play City. What is Play City? Placity. All right. Now, if we wanted to, we could mount a disk or maybe some ROMs. Let's see what we have. We don't have an expansion, I don't think. Captain says, I remember selling Amstrad PC clones. They were weird, but cheap. That was the whole idea, right? Wasn't that the whole idea behind that? And for some reason, I don't know why my ROMs are not in the right directory, but I'll move those sometime soon, maybe after I update the core. So expect that in 2027. Anybody in the chat have a Amstrad PC? It looks like Captain Kipper at least has some experience with Amstrad PC clones. Where were you selling those at? Out of the back your boot? Captain Kipper says it was portable with a small flip-up screen. I'm always kind of interested in looking at some of those, but I just feel like it'd be such a headache to try to maintain and keep something like that. Talbert says 007. So the Amstrad CPC was 128 kilobit microcomputer, but still 8-bit, right? Oh, a view to a kill. And these seem to be some later things too. Look at this. This is 1987, right? Another 87. That's 85, it looks like. Is there any particular game we want to look at? Is there a 007 you want to look at? Let's look at the Jaws game. We know that one works. We played that earlier this week with the Play Retro Show, and I'll show you guys real quick. Axel says Amstrad had a bad name, but they knew how to keep it simple and keep the price down. Most of it was on a single chip. You like the Dizzy games? Well, we're right here in the D's. Why not? Let's just hit the Dizzy games. I'm tired of scrolling down to J, so... Looks like you're in luck. Looks like you're in luck. Dive, dive, dive. Dizzy Down to the Rapids, the ultimate cartoon adventure. Well, I like that name, but this says Amstrad Special Edition. Oh, it's from Codemasters. Well, it's got to be classy if it's from Codemasters. Now we've essentially mounted this as a disc. So, cassette, right? I'm assuming. Oh, over. Okay, something is missing. Oh, did I need to do? Was it just? Oh no. Did I? Oh, where's the? Where do we determine? Okay, there they are. Do I need to do that? Nope, doesn't like that. Oh, it made a beepy noise. I told you, some jump scares. Some jump scares will happen. All right, so how do I load? Do I load? I thought last time we just did a load. What did I determine that the? Let's see. There's a string. Let's see if I can. I need a keyboard overlay so I'll know what the crap I'm typing. Anybody else have a freaking heart attack from that noise? So I just do a load. Oh, but also it was like cat is list. But I mean, drive A user. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, this is when Microsoft defaults to US. Oh yeah, this is when. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of nice. So I did a catalog, right, of the loaded disk. And then when I did, okay, so I have to load name, then run name. Okay, this is Captain says cat is list, then run name. So I just run Dizzy. Now, is this case sensitive? Dizzy, yeah. I you gotta put quotes. So you gotta put quotes. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. You did put that in there, didn't you? My bad. My bad. Oh, is it cut out? Oh, yep. Good call. Good call, Kirsty. You nailed it. Yep, sometimes when the screen ratio adjust, my Elgato capture card does not have to deactivate Pac-Man and activate Pac-Man. There you go. Thank you. There we go. Let's try it now. How about now? Oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm loving the look of this already. Nice. Good job. It takes the whole club sometimes. Sometimes it just takes one or two in the club, and sometimes it takes all of us. Codemasters, infinite lives. Oh, that's right. This was the hacked and cracked. It said no on the infinite lives. I'm not a cheater. All right. I love this artwork though. That is way cool. Is it still loading? Oh, there it goes. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Rock it out. Is that Humpty Dumpty on the top? I sure hope so. Captain says, I think this was a ZX game originally. All right, Amstrad Action Special Edition. The old AASE. Devised, written by the Oliver twins. Press space or fire to start. All right. Oh, man. Oh, I already love this. There's a spider over there. Oh, look at them trying to be... Look at them trying to do something. Walking in front of there. I got the key, right? Oh, no, I missed it. Wait, I gotta press the button when I get over there. I'm afraid I'll make me jump. Oh. Amstrad Action. Britain's leading magazine for the Amstrad CPC. Look at this ad right here. Talbert says, reminds me of the cartoons from Watch Retro. It is the most British, isn't it? The best magazine from Amstrad CPC and users. The Oliver twins. Because it's the only legal way to get one of our games free. Can't spell Amstrad without ad. Is it always that? It is. That is hilarious. And they make you wait. There's a time where I have to wait. Oh, look at this. Look at the jump. Look at the jump. Oh, look at that. Woo. Now I want to do a Mario and pull down. Wah. Yeah, look at that. Holy. Oh, I died. I like how he reassembles, though. Did you see the sprite fly in? That's pretty cool. It's like the sprite's like, I don't know what to do with this. It's like, I got a background, I can't render both. Well, like, is this another ad? This mini version lets you play a modified, so it's a demo. Okay. Sunbun, were drugs involved? Absolutely. It's this little ad. I like it. A little ad demo thing. I dig it. Turn it down a little bit more. A little bit loud still. At least for me. Play a modified version of the classic cult game Dizzy. The original game has a map almost 3 times as large. Lots of late night tea sipping. Right, Axel? The original game has a map, featuring such places as the Graveyard, Ice Mountain, the Hidden Passage, the Tomb, and finally, the evil wizard Zax in his grand castle. Coming soon, Dizzy 2. Press the key. I love the artwork, though. It's amazing. So we just keep getting ads. We just keep going through and getting ads. I think we need to play a regular Dizzy game. Oh, I clicked at something. I actually collected a thing. All right, let's. I've been added up. Let's see. The Ultimate Cartoon. Is that was that the full title? Down the Rapids. Feels like the Ultimate Cartoon Adventure would have been the OG. Uh-oh, I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna reset. Richard says Amstrad had 2 graphics modes. This mode had more detailed graphics and fewer colors, while the other mode had more colors but brick-like graphics similar to the Commodore 64. I was about to say that sounds very similar to the Commodore 64. Thomas, I keep thinking my left earbuds going out. I know, since I've started doing it, since I split the channels for the 2 SIDs that we have, having stereo is probably kind of freaking some people out because there's a lot of full stereo on a lot of these 8-bit things. It's like nothing. Yeah, it does add a level of depth to it, though, in my opinion. We said if we typed in cat, right, you say cat was the it was the thing. There we go. We have 2 bin files in here. Do they? Oh, we got 3 and 4. So how do we do this? Do we just do another one of those run and then space and we just define it like that? Also, once again, is it case sensitive? Disney Flow Rider. I'm assuming I wouldn't use the I wouldn't use the extensions, right? Do 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 ba 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 do da 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 da. All right. Look, is this the full version? Looks like the other one. It looks familiar. I think the other was just a demo. It looks like the same, but I think this is the full version. Looks like French fries. It does like French fries. He looks like he's standing over a bunch of French fries. What is going on, Frenchies? Same music. Yep. I think this, yeah, because there's no ad thing. Oh, and look at this. I can't. That's interesting. So now this, I have a collision with. I could walk in front of it, which I thought was odd. And it kind of was breaking it a little bit. Yeah, I love how he reforms. So I guess that was a glitch, I suppose. Or maybe they didn't want to frustrate people. Okay. Wop. Oh, wow, you have to go all the way over there? Okay. Take that, you stupid spider. Oh, look, it's our first weapon. A mucky grease gun. Oh, let's muck it up. I guess we're just doing some inventory, right? You see that castle back there? Yeah, we could. I guess we have to jump over those too. Dude, Axel, you were right. This is solid. This. Oh no, I dropped. I tried to press the action button because I wanted to. Oh, I thought I could jump higher for some reason. Can you only carry one inventory at a time? Oh no! Okay, that's good. I didn't go all back to the back. Oh, I kept my inventory too. Oh, you do have to do a swap here, it looks like. Free Acme Bird Seed. It's a jump spot. It is. So that makes you jump. That makes you big jump. Yep, look at that. Oh no, I did. Is that acid rain? Oh, it is. Oh no. Well, we gotta check out more of that. All right, so this has been our first journey into our UK market, the 8-bits UK market. I gotta get some real hardware up in here, but we do have a couple of options right now. We have the Spectrum from Retro Games, which we can play around with, and we got, of course, the Mr. FPGA. But we'll start rotating this in as we go forward with the 8-Bit Computer Club. We'll be doing our international portion. And we're going to focus mostly on the UK for now. I would love to get a BBC Micro, says Captain Kipper. Me too. I think it's an important part of history. I'd love to do that as well. We'll keep working our way through And eventually we'll make it hopefully to the MSX from Japan and maybe some other markets that I'm not currently aware of. But keep working on our 8-Bit Club International and getting back to our programming, of course. Maybe we'll have a demo night one night. We may be, I've got to check the schedule. I don't know if it would benefit us to do 8-Bit Computer Club next, not this upcoming Sunday, not 2 days from now Sunday, but the following Sunday, perhaps, to do the 8-Bit Computer Club. We have alternated on a Sunday from time to time, same time, but I will be at the Southeast Game Exchange next Friday. So stay tuned. I will definitely post all announcements of what we decide, and we'll go from there. But then after that, we shouldn't have any more breaks. So we should be solid for quite a while for Friday nights, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8-Bit Computer Club. Come hang out with us. We're having fun. We're learning stuff. We're growing. We're doing the things we set out to do, and I got to get back to programming as well. So, all right, so we're going to keep the party rolling. We're going to roll in on our good friend Atari Beer Pong, who's going to give us one of these and one of those. And he's playing he's playing Fade to Black on DOS. Is there a request night? I'm not sure. But if you can't hang out with us, if you can't raid in tonight, be sure to check back in tomorrow. Follow my good friend Absolutely 410 Girl. Thank you guys for all the support, all the great love that you guys always send in support in whatever way that is, whether it's just hanging out, lurking, support with subscribes and likes and bits and everything else. Thank you to Lobster. Thank you for the subs tonight, as always. Thank you to Anonymous. The MayorMcCheese, thank you so much. Tandagasa, it was always fun. Make sure you follow Tandagasa. And he'll be doing requests tomorrow. I'll be out of town for just a little bit, but maybe I can catch the later part of that stream. I like to hang out with you guys on Saturday as well. What else we got going on? Join the Discord server and hang out with us in the 8-Bit Computer Club channel in there. If you have some ideas for the show, or however we want to call us, a club. Shay says, hanging out, lurking. Who does that? Oh, me. Me does that. I feel your presence. Your presence, I still feel it. You think you're not, like Captain Kipper slept, and it's okay, but I still felt the presence. You gotta stay up all night now, right? Richard says, bye, have a good night. Yeah, have a good weekend. We're gonna raid in on Atari Beer Pong here, and then be back on Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for our regular Play Retro streams. I'll meet you over there with Atari. Let's go. Let's roll.